I didn't even open a new can.
This one's not as good as the other one.
No, what's that one?
Berry Powerbomb.
Oh.
It's another WWE flavor. I think the Rattling Raz I had last
that was
week.
better.
Yeah, this is okay.
Okay.
I'm drinking it anyway.
There's no wrestlers on the can, though.
No.
It's just WWE sponsored.
Then, now, forever together. That might get put to the test.
Welcome to WeNeedWrestling, everybody. DJ.
Hi, friend. Let's go.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, Cody.
Hey, he ain't finishing the story.
You're right. Somebody's got to finish it for him.
Yeah. Might as well be
that
us.
Poor fucking dude. I wasn't even planning on talking about that.
Might as well be
on
us.
the show.
Yep.
But man,
there's tons of stories to talk about.
When that report came out, like there's right now no internal plans of Cody for Mania. Like he ain't finishing that story. Triple H, don't forget that you smashed that fucking throne with the sledgehammer, dude.
Yeah. And plus, Rocky's back in the fold.
Right. Who apparently he hasn't signed on for a match either.
Come on.
They're claiming, and the head of the table could mean just that he got put on the board of directors.
Is that what it is? Well, I mean, there might be an open slot soon. So
that's true. Well, Vince isn't on the board of directors, right? He's just chief. He's chief whatever officer, but I don't think he's on the board.
I don't know. I know he was. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know anything
I like that
anymore.
He has a C-suite position, but I don't think he was on the board.
Okay.
Of TKO, but I could be wrong. But yeah, so let's talk about the big news of the week. The other thing that everybody's waiting to hear every wrestling podcast in the world talk about. I'm sure, like everyone is, every single wrestling podcast that's happened since today.
I agree. Ava Rain, the new GM of NXT.
I was going to say,
let's talk about it.
I was going to say Ice Train's passing.
I totally stole that from Trevor Dame.
Right.
How are you? First of all,
I'm good,
friend.
buddy. Everything's good.
Good.
We're okay.
That's what I like to hear.
Nothing new or important in my world in any capacity.
My world. Bow, now. Wee woo, wee woo.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right, good.
That's it. I got nothing else.
Good.
You're okay?
I'm good, man. I'm contradicting myself by going out for wings one night. And then, got myself back in the gym.
Yeah. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
About that time. So, yeah, feeling good. Taking things easy with my shoulder.
Yeah, that's good.
Just,
there it is.
Getting back at it, brother.
Get on that stepper, brother. Work that step machine.
My knees are trash the way it is, and my ankles are trash. I'm just a trash heap. Mm-hmm. But figured, might as well.
Yeah.
I'll get bored.
Why not?
I'll get bored,
Yeah.
but that's okay.
Right.
Other than that, I'm pretty good, man. Watching Joey Embiid drop 70 points the other night.
Crazy.
My guy. Let's fucking go. Other than that, living life, watching wrestling.
Right.
Pretty much what I do.
That's good.
Reading comics.
Yes, you are a comic guy now.
Is it official? Am I official yet?
I mean, you've been reading a lot, so
I think I'm in. I'm on my way to being a long box hero.
That's right. You're on your way.
Yeah. I've not been officially anointed yet.
No, you have to have space in your house occupied by too many comic books that you know nothing to do with.
Okay, I don't have that. I own a book. Thank you.
Right.
I own a comic book. I own a couple other books.
You have to go on Whatnot.
I'm not completely illiterate.
You have to go on Whatnot.
No, I don't want to do anything with the Rob.
And watch the Rob's Whatnot stream and buy one of his signed comics before you become a long. That's how you really become a long box hero.
I can't do that
because the Rob is a long box hero. Yeah. That's how you do it.
Oh, the Rob.
The Rob. I got some Rob comics now. I'm not a total the Rob hater.
No,
I'm not.
Okay.
Not as bad as some other people. He's fucking maniac. And this week he said he never does drugs, which is insane. Okay. But I got a couple. I'm not a total Rob hater. I have some. Are
you a Rob understander?
No, not a Rob. I'm not a Rob apologist or a Rob understander.
Okay.
I had some comics that came out like. I'm around the right age to be at the ground floor of Image, so I have some of that early stuff of Rob still that I hold on to.
Welcome to We Need Long Box Heroes.
We Need Long Box Heroes.
The podcast about another podcast.
I'm talking about Rob Fuller. That's not true.
Rob Conway.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at
about
me.
Robert Parker.
Well, there's a lot to talk about.
There sure is. Anyway, yeah, we're good. Let's talk about the real. We got the Road Rumbler coming up at the end of the show. The last one.
Yeah. So you motherfuckers better cherish it.
The 2008 Rumble. That I promise everyone has an all-timer moment in it.
Sure does.
All-timer moment.
Yeah.
And so I hope you've been enjoying them. We've been enjoying making them. So that's coming up at the end of this show. It's the last one of the year. We may or may not be able to convince her to come back and talk about this year's Rumble next week.
We'll see how she's
feeling.
We'll
see how she's feeling, if she even pays attention, because live wrestling, not her forte.
No.
Not when Tsunami Network North is full of meat,
hooligans,
like it is, and
derelicts.
Yes, exactly.
Neanderthals.
So, but we'll see what happens. But there is at least one last taste of the Rumble there.
Gotta get a taste
at the end of this episode. So I'll timestamp it, and it'll be a couple seconds off because I don't understand how that shit works. And yeah.
So I'm going to take some food off your plate this week.
Food off my plate. Okay.
I have a bunch of wrestling news.
Okay.
That you don't even have to Google.
I don't have to. Listen, if I Google, it's going to be 3 pages of the same fucking thing. So you go right ahead.
I'm going to talk chronologically.
Chronologically, okay.
So Monday, I think it was Monday, or Tuesday.
Okay.
Woke up to the announcement that Monday Night Raw is officially moving to Netflix.
What a crazy week of wrestling that this isn't the biggest fucking news of the week.
Yeah, starting 2025.
Yes.
So January 2025, Monday Night Raw exclusively being streamed on Netflix.
Netflix.
Apparently they signed a deal, a 10-year deal worth $5 billion.
Yes.
Where Netflix has the opt-out after 5 years, but they could also tack on another 10 years.
But making it 15.
Yeah.
Like 10 to 15, 5 to 15.
A $15 billion, or 15-year, $5 billion deal.
Yes, sure.
Listen, I don't watch Monday Night Raw on the regular. This is an exclusive DVR. I ain't buying Netflix to watch Monday Night Raw.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, Brett, because I ran a super accurate, very important, ultra-scientific Twitter poll.
You did.
This week on our Twitter page. And we got a ton of responses. Wink, nod, in quotes. And I said, if you aren't a Netflix subscriber, will the WWE Raw news get you to sign up day one? Or will it stop you from canceling if you were on the fence? And with 50% of the vote... Oh, the options were yes, no, and waiting for the back catalog. Because apparently the Peacock deal isn't up till 2026.
Yes.
But internationally, everybody gets it on everything on Netflix.
But I don't think at the library,
But not the library, just the new shows and
Raw, SmackDown, NXT
pay-per-view, or ELPs, whatever the fuck they're called. PLEs.
I refuse to call it that.
So 20% of the voting public said yes. They would sign up day one to Netflix to get WWE.
You're crazy.
Right. I'm not one of those people.
No, me neither.
I have Netflix. I don't pay for Netflix currently. But we're on a family, we share with family.
You hear that, Netflix? They steal.
That's the only way I would have
stealer.
Netflix. When we were done with Netflix, we were going to sign up for like Stranger Things. We're done. With 30% of the vote, people said they're waiting for the back catalog, which is sort of where I am. Right.
That's where I voted.
Once the back catalog becomes available there, like once it leaves Peacock and I no longer have access to it on Peacock, then it becomes a more intriguing deal because I can watch old stuff.
I need the back catalog.
Right. You need the back catalog. That's what I watch the most of when I'm in the mood. I don't watch anything new. I watch old stuff. But with 50% of the vote, no.
Yeah.
No wins. People aren't going to sign up. I think they are. I don't know. I personally think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, according to some people in certain things, the word no means yes now.
Well,
but, you know.
More on that in a second.
Yeah, I'll wait for back catalog. Yeah. I don't need to watch Monday Night Raw. That's what Twitter's for.
Right. That's what YouTube recaps are for.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's a bad idea.
I can't tell you the last time I sat down and watched a 3-hour Raw.
Right.
It's been years.
Yeah. I watched a clip of Raw as it was happening this week, and that was it.
I wonder if they bump it to 2 hours.
I think they could probably do it whatever they want now. You know, what if they have enough to fill? They don't have to purposely fill out 3 hours.
You know, some people talked about the commercials and stuff, and I go, I think they're going to add more.
Yeah.
Netflix is already like hemorrhaging money the way it is.
They'll add more to either get you to sit through them or have you pay for the no ads tier.
Yep. Oh God.
Yeah. But yeah, so like I just think it's a bad idea. I don't see the draw of Netflix, and I'm not the audience. I don't know, whatever. But wrestling not being on a Monday night on regular TV, and I say regular TV being cable, of course, but like something that people can just like. I think you'll lose your casuals,
the olds. I
think you're going to see what kind of casual audience Raw had. Because you'll lose them. Because a lot of people would just be like, okay, well, I'll flip on Raw, see what happens, and then I'll just skate around, or commercials, I'll leave and come back and whatever. Without that ability to like scan past it in your guide, essentially on whatever service you're using for television these days, I think people aren't just going to seek it out. I think the casuals aren't going to bother to seek out WWE. So I just don't like it as an idea. I know sports have done a really good job with like on Prime and all that. Like that is like football on Amazon Prime has been really successful, but I just don't know that translates to wrestling. I think football is a more of a destination, a real thing. Sport. It's a real sport, right?
And people will literally pay to watch it, right? Because they gamble on it,
right? Oh, you can gamble on wrestling, but I just
Bovada overseas.
Yeah, I just think it's a bad idea.
Not that I would know.
Oh, well, I just don't think that they're going to get what they want out of it. And I understand that Netflix takes on all that, right? Like, what the fuck does WWE really care? They're getting their money whether the ratings are good for Netflix or not.
Absolutely.
Right?
And there's no real way to tell with Netflix. They can inflate the fucking numbers all they want.
Netflix has no real ratings. Yeah. So, like, if Netflix cuts the deal in 5 years, WWE walks away with their money and just looks for a new fucking suitor.
Could you imagine if they got $5 billion over 5 years? Because, like, Jesus.
Right.
That's insane.
But, I'm sure there's fail-safes written in on both sides and all that kind of crazy shit. And by the end of it, everyone at Netflix will have to sign an NDA. But anyway, yeah, I just think it's weird, and I'm not going to seek it out. It'll be weird not having Raw. I was talking to the Royal Rumbler herself, Michelle, about it, and I was like, if I'm Tony Khan, I'd put on Monday Night Wrestling programming.
Oh, absolutely.
I know you're going to take a beating during Monday Night Football, and I don't know that you move a show necessarily. Maybe you do. Michelle's opinion of it was that maybe they move Rampage. But Rampage sucks.
Yeah.
But
if anything, you'd move Collision,
right? But I don't know. My thought process, and I don't know what to do really. I just think that AEW could benefit from people remembering and being used to wrestling being on Monday nights, and it's not going to be on anymore, and they can fill that void. But I was thinking if they did if they put together like an AEW primetime kind of. Not necessarily a new content show, but a recap sort of.
That's what Rampage should be.
That's what Rampage should be, right? But if you could put some sort of wrestling content on Monday nights, whether it's a recap, whether it's you're showing the shows like stuff like your major stuff from the two shows on Monday, sort of a weekly start to get caught up or whatever.
Oh, is this going to be like Black Saturday all over again?
Yes.
People tuning in to watch WCW and Vince walked out on television at WWF.
Yeah.
It's with Tony Khan walking out talking about the great superstars in all elite wrestling. Right.
I just think people are going to be so used to wrestling on Monday night because we've had Monday Night Raw
since 93.
93, right? So like 30 years, people are going to expect wrestling to be there Monday nights. And he does have that year to plan. So I think it'd be foolish not to put something on.
Yeah, I would talk to Warner immediately.
I'd talk to him. Why not?
Just like, hey, let's
put on a Monday night show. You're going to eat a shit sandwich during football season, but...
You know what? And here's the thing, too. WWE runs pay-per-views on Saturdays anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, this Saturday, you watch the Royal Rumble or you watch a Collision?
Right.
You're watching the Royal Rumble.
Watching a Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Collision looks real fucking good.
It does, but if the WWE has a big show,
right.
What are you going to watch?
Right, exactly.
I mean, it is what it is.
For sure.
But yeah, I agree. I think that'd be a smart move to go to Monday nights.
At least test the waters.
Yeah, why not? Another piece of news.
Yes.
That got announced the same day, kind of subsequently with this.
Yes.
TKO officially named Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to the board of directors. He's officially there, and he gets the copyright to The Rock.
He was gifted his own copyright.
Which I think that's actually very cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
They know
what they're doing.
Good for Dewey.
Sure.
The man started out with only $7 in his pocket.
That's right.
He should still only carry $7 at all times.
Yeah.
To remind himself. But yeah, man, good for him. Doesn't really.
Yeah, I mean,
the man needed a W in the worst way.
So when I said to Michelle, I said, like, look at the pictures of him in his fucking glasses,
his turtleneck,
right? Yeah. Like talking about the importance of that and being put on the board and all that. And I'm like, this dude Black Adam broke that man.
Yeah.
Like
it shattered his aura.
Right. He has not recovered. I don't think he can at this point.
Well, showing up at the credits to Fast.
Well, right.
That helped.
That helped, but that next movie's like spinning in fucking developmental hell right now. So
that helped.
But
I still say it's gonna be him Roman at Mania.
Yeah, but him thinking Black Adam was gonna be the biggest movie of all time and so big that DC was gonna give him the reins to the entire universe. Yep. And when those things didn't even come close to happening, when in fact Black Adam was an absolute bomb, he broke.
It did.
It broke. Now he's like, I don't want to do action movies anymore. I want to be a serious actor. Yep. Now I have glasses and I'm on a board of directors. I'm getting $30 million to be there, or whatever the fuck it is.
Taking his next step, man.
Right. Yeah.
This is his next evolution.
It is a mystery.
Old Dewey.
Dealing with the news we're going to deal with in a little bit here. I think it's strategery on behalf of TKO to get some positive news out in the news cycle early this week, to get a guy in there that people kind of universally love, who's relatively scandalous, as far as pro wrestling goes.
People want him to run for president.
Oh, he wanted to run for president. Oh. His team, Young Rock, is based on running for president.
I remember watching
it's him being interviewed about during his presidential run about his life. I mean, it could really be worse anyway. Than any of them. Like, honestly, is The Rock the word? No.
Turd and a douche.
Right. But yeah. So good for The Rock. He's gonna main event a night of WrestleMania against Roman. There's no way he doesn't. Yeah. And
they asked him about it on First Take this week, and he's just like, basically like, I mean, it's gonna happen. You know,
right? He just gotta ride out the storyline. And Cody ain't finishing that fucking
Watching
story.
that interview, them going full throat on Dewey right on live television, too. I was like, boy, you couldn't have a more, like, paid promotional appearance than fucking Nick Khan was on McAfee's show. Yeah. Just going, oh, my God,
It's almost like they knew that bad news was coming down the pike later in the week.
Yeah. I'm curious to see if McAfee, talks about anything tomorrow.
Interesting. On his show. That dude is just shrouded in controversial people on his fucking shows.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey, Aaron Rodgers is very against, like, sex trafficking, so why don't you have Aaron Rodgers on the show to talk about
this? Not a bad deal. So what else do we have before we get to that?
In a piece of sad news.
Yes.
Rest in peace, Ice Train.
Ice Train passed away.
Ice Train passed away, one half of the tag team Fire and Ice.
That's right.
Listen, if you want to watch big men being men.
Yeah.
Go watch the opener, Great American Bash 96, Fire and Ice versus the Steiners.
Yeah, right. It's
awesome. God.
Yeah, it's just men. It's just big men.
They are just
trying to see who can throw the other one the farthest.
Dumping and bumping each other all over the ring. Mm-hmm. I went back and I watched some other stuff of him versus Kurosawa, which is hilarious. Yeah. Him versus Alex Wright. What else did I watch? I watched a couple other matches of his. I mean, WrestleMania's a big fucking dude. I love that.
He's a giant dude.
Ice Train rocked. Theme song was fucking great.
Did Scott Norton say anything about him?
I didn't see.
No.
Oh, I wonder if Scott Norton's doing all right.
My internet friend Scott Norton.
I love Scott Norton. But yeah, man, fucking rest in peace, Ice Train.
Yeah, rest in peace, Ice Train.
Great theme song.
Love underrated theme song. Guy. Yeah, good. He was a hell of a talent for that era of WCW.
Yeah. And now. The story that broke this morning / afternoon, posted by the Wall Street Journal, a new lawsuit has been filed.
Scott Norton hasn't tweeted since since November. Oh. Or he retweeted something in November. That was it. NWO Japan thing.
Fuck yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yes, Wall Street Journal got announced today. A new lawsuit was filed against Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis. I don't know if it was filed against WWE, even though I did read pretty much the whole filing today.
Yeah.
A sex trafficking lawsuit.
Mm-hmm.
So this was filed by the same woman, I believe it was last year, maybe a little longer, where the NDA stuff came out about Vince not paying NDAs. Mm-hmm. But my oh my, was this a lot more graphic and very detailed.
Yes.
And it had dates and screenshots
more
of
than dates, brother.
Screenshots of text messages.
Yes.
Very
detailed.
Implicating maybe some other beast incarnates.
Sure.
People that were the next big thing at one time.
Right.
Listen, man, again, I read the whole thing just because, I wanted to, not because I enjoyed it. I was just like, I want to read this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty vile.
Right.
Very depraved. Very throwing around your power and preying on people that, are in a very vulnerable spot.
Absolutely.
Is this a surprise to many people? Shouldn't be.
It really shouldn't be.
Is it still like, boy, I didn't know it was kind of like that much, because there's a lot to it.
Right. It is.
It
is almost. It's beyond imagination in a lot of ways, because it's not that we don't know that people partake in those certain things,
of
right?
Course.
And I'm like consensual. Otherwise, obviously, this stuff wasn't necessarily consensual in this lawsuit, but like, people are into certain things and certain
as we said on another show on the Super Media Network,
right?
We don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame. You want to be the Tony Atlas shoe cleaner? You be the Tony Atlas shoe cleaner. White women only,
brother.
Put it out there on Maine. Don't be ashamed of it.
Sure did.
This I don't think anybody ever imagined that the stuff in here was actually going on in offices and arenas and Greenwich and around the
everywhere.
world.
It does come out to like what is like your boundary and what you feel your boundary is, and what's gonna like step over the line for you when you do read it,
right?
And like reading it, I go, oh yeah, this is all stepping over the line,
right?
You know,
absolutely.
Like you said, consensual is one thing,
right?
This was very much like a predatory thing.
It's predatory. It's power. It's it's all that. It's gross, and I got real fired up about it today. Because like one, as you said, it shouldn't be a shock to anybody, right? Yeah. We as wrestling fans, a lot of us have had to confront and deal with and cope with Vince McMahon being involved in wrestling for the past, stories have been coming out with him for decades now. Like we know, we've had to adjust to know, like wrestling fans knew about the plane ride from hell since it basically fucking happened.
Yeah.
We know about Jimmy Snuka, more on him way later in the show. But like we know
the whole like Mel Phillips shit,
right? We know the Mel Phillips shit. We know the Snuka stuff. We know all this shit with Vince. Like none of it is a secret to us fans, unless you're being purposefully trying to like ignore it, which I guess some people probably do, right? But none of it is shocking, right? Vince is Vince. We know he's a piece of shit. He's been a piece of shit for a long time. And he's been questioned and confronted and faced potential consequences for his shittiness time and time again. And there's no real when you are as rich as Vince McMahon, punishment doesn't really exist.
It's a fact.
It's just what it is. It's a state of the world. I'm not saying that it's fair because it's not, but it. You also can't fucking change it unless you burn everything down. But like. People with that level of money, like it's beyond fuck you money. It's there's no real consequences. And the consequences that Vince got was that the consequence was we're forcing him into retirement a year and a half ago or whatever. And what did he do? He forced his way back in, fired everybody that stood up against him, and then made billions of dollars in the sale of his fucking company. So like
a lot of money. Yeah.
And what's going to happen here, if anything, is that they're going to buy him out. They're going to, his usefulness was already running thin with this purchase anyway.
It's dumb.
What is he? He's the fucking Queen of England to TKO. It's a figurehead. There's no actual power there. They just wanted to keep him around because it's Vince. Yeah. This will be enough to buy him out. Hopefully, if they have a fucking, who knows what Dana White wants to do. But like, talking about other piece of shit that also nobody should be surprised about anything. Like, these people, they're very proud of being shitheads.
Oh, yeah, they don't care.
They're very happy about it. But, like, you know, they buy him out, and he gets a shit ton fucking richer. He uses some, hopefully all, but some of his money to pay off this woman again. Like, not pay her off, but, you know, like, settle the lawsuit.
Yeah, it'll be
he doesn't. This isn't right. This isn't going in front of a jury. It's not going in front of a judge. No. This is going to be paid off, and you know, Vince is going to walk away to retirement. His punishment is that he's going to be retired, and then when he dies, they'll put him in the Hall of Fame. It's just what it is. There's just no consequence, and I know that this tiptoes this podcast into a realm that we don't normally like to go to on the show. But just look at rich people and understand that in the current world we live in, there's very little consequences if you have enough money. And Vince has almost all the money in the world. So
yeah, it's
he has an unfathomable amount of money.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with pretty much everything with like not him seeing so much consequences.
Right.
I'm wondering what the fallout's going to be.
I think a lot of other
if anybody around him.
So there's other people implicated.
Yes.
You know,
Laurinaitis, he's named in the lawsuit.
Named in the lawsuit, you know, and I don't think Vince is going to come to any of their rescues. I think those guys are going to be twisted in the wind on their own. If I'm TKO, which I think they wanted to do anyway, I think you clean house a little bit.
I agree.
I don't know what that means. I think you have to have actual conversations with some people who are a privy or supporters in the room. Triple H being one of them. Absolutely. Sadly, not as far as I read everything, but like not named.
No, he's not.
But like, you know, he's the son-in-law of the man and has been a higher up in the company for a little while now. It'd be interesting, especially with Steph trying to running to oust her father a couple of years ago. I'm sure they know, right? I think Bruce Pritchard is probably very scared right now. Again, not that I'm not saying he's involved, but that's Vince's right hand. You're going to tell me that all these things in this about Vince sending pictures and text messages and bragging about
sharing
things,
it at like the production meetings,
right?
And
so,
the guys on the tech side,
right?
Who was on the tech side forever,
right? You know
who just left,
right?
Kevin Dunn.
And so that's the other point too. Kevin Dunn left a week or two ago, and it was very abrupt, and it was sort of like, well, he has creative differences with Triple H, and he's leaving. Is he? Is that why he left? You know, that's really interesting. That timing is interesting because also you have enough money. You're warned ahead of time when this stuff is coming. You know, if you have enough money, you know when the FBI is going to raid your house. If you have enough money, you know when the lawsuit's going to come.
He's sold a bunch of stock,
right? So it'll all be interesting. Of course, this is all speculation and this is all allegedly and whatever. Sure. We're only stating things that are said in this lawsuit, but like they're going to have to sit down with the people who were involved and around Vince and see what they know if they're going to be honest about it. And people are going to have to leave and be like, all right, well, we don't need you here.
A big part of it, too, was in the filings, I talk about the internal investigation that was done.
Yes.
And how, nothing really came from it.
Right.
And the plaintiff in the case, again, if you want to read it, it's out there. Don't really feel like putting her name out there.
Right.
She had said nobody ever asked her about anything in the investigation, Right. And I'm curious because, when you say internal investigation, was board of directors involved?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Did they not do their due diligence?
Right. Who was doing the investigating?
Yeah. So there's going to be fallout from this over time.
I think so.
I am very curious because I know this dropped this morning / early afternoon. So some people couldn't really talk about it on shows or whatever.
It's interesting timing right before the Rumble, which is the number 2 show of the year.
Oh, I know.
The first big show of the year.
This weekend.
Yeah.
If they do a press conference after this fucking Rumble.
I don't know that they will.
I kind of said this to Tim and Marcus. I don't know if they will now because of this. But also at the same time, if you don't, you look bad for not doing it.
Right.
Because you've done press conferences after much lesser pay-per-views. Is anybody going to have the balls?
No.
I said I assume they won't.
Yeah.
It's going to take an actual journalist from outside of wrestling
and
to
much
say
like
something.
Much like the Tony Khan thing with Chris Jericho from their last pay-per-view, you're not going to get an answer, right?
Ask the question.
I still think you asked the question, but don't expect an answer. Yeah. Nobody's going to fucking talk about it.
They're going to say, can't comment.
Right.
And guess what? If you lose your fucking passes from that, then hey, exactly. At least you asked, and who looks bad for pulling your pass?
It'll be interesting to see what they do with Vince in his position. Like if tomorrow he's resigned and he's been bought out, or if they wait, or if they're going to say like, we'll wait until it's all accusation. Because right now the statement from Vince is like, it's all made up. And of course, blah, blah, blah.
I think they'll wait.
You think they'll wait?
I don't think they're going to do it. And take and not that it's taking attention away from the Rumble.
Right.
I think they're probably Monday. If anything, it'll be Monday morning.
Yeah, you can't let it go on. You can't let it get close to WrestleMania.
No,
because that'll taint WrestleMania. You need to have everything removed there. And they do have in a odd way a benefit of saying like, listen, this, we can't confirm or deny any of these reports or what's going on, but understand that he's not involved with the day-to-day company anymore, that this is a different company now. He's, TKO will do what they need to do, but like as far as wrestling operations, Vince is gone and,
he's not here.
He's not here. And, this is, as far as we're concerned, a Vinceless product right now. And, they can sort of try and sort of pass the buck a little bit that way. And it's not completely wrong or incorrect. Yeah. It's just, it's a little bit of creative accounting on their part.
I just don't want the softball like Chris Van Vliet's of the world,
you know that's going to happen.
Throwing out like, Hunter, you're back in Tampa. How do you feel? Like,
right?
Dude, come on. Or like your fucking Sam Roberts, or your Pete Rosenbergs, your paid fucking shills.
So like,
it ain't gonna say a goddamn word.
And again, I'm gonna shift away from this because I don't know what else there really is left to say other than you shouldn't have been surprised by any of this. And I hope that Vince pays. Like Vince is a piece of shit. And is there a doubt in my mind that he did these things? Absolutely not. But I'm not judge. I'm not jury. I don't know. I wasn't there.
You're just a part of the court of public opinion.
But I'm not fucking surprised. But it is interesting that wrestling is sort of wrestling journalists. You brought this up, and I wanted to it reminded me of a thing that happened this week that I don't know that we were going to talk about. But the Velveteen Dream did a podcast this week, right?
He did it with Van Vliet. I didn't watch it. I saw
either.
The little
and I didn't either.
Video preview.
I don't need to hear anything from this guy.
I'm
right?
all set over here. I'll wait till Tim talks about it.
Yeah, and so I just saw some snippets and I saw a little clip. But Van Vliet, very softball with him in what I saw.
Yeah.
Very much just allowing him to just be like, I didn't do these things, and be like, okay, next question. And it's like, what?
Well, it's hard to tell from that video.
It's hard, right?
So,
but I didn't see anybody really talking about it or how that it was good anything. Or bombshell or any of that sort of shit. I don't know if
it came out today and it got overshadowed. Maybe
I don't know when it came out, wasn't it?
Well, I saw the preview for it. I don't know if it came out the next day or if it was coming out in a couple days. I don't think it dropped that day.
Oh, it didn't drop that day.
I don't think it
did.
Yeah,
interesting. So maybe that's why people aren't talking about it. But yeah, interesting that he'd be on a wrestling podcast at all.
Well, he put out that apology video.
Yeah, it sucked though.
I didn't watch it. I listened to what Tim said because I just don't care at this point.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I just know in the clip, and again, it's just a clip, so I don't know what the full context is.
Right.
But him kind of saying no, that's not me. I never was involved in those conversations.
Right. These are all fake.
Yeah.
Are they though, dude? And he's like, oh, I was mentoring. And then there's a part where he says that he can only mentor boys because he's not a female and doesn't plan on being a female, so he wouldn't be able to mentor women. I don't know. And I'm like, what? Okay. But there's also, I hope they ask him about the other allegations, because it wasn't only that. It was also recording his other wrestlers while they peed.
Yeah, filming the pee-pees.
Right. So, interesting time in wrestling again to start the year.
Yeah.
And they're just, Vince is just doing us all a favor and just topping our list of news stories for the end of the year.
That interview dropped Tuesday.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, but I didn't see anybody really talk about it. So it must not be that great, and everybody's just like, yeah, fuck this dude. Who gives a shit, right?
Yep, I agree.
But, yeah. Weird.
And
again,
what a week.
I'm going to say this, too, and I saw some people, kind of talking about it and saying, people are going to bitch on social media about Vince, but they're all going to watch the Rumble and live tweet the Rumble. And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to watch the Rumble.
Yeah. He's not, as you said, though, he's not involved currently in the day-to-day.
It's not involved.
Not as much as I know.
And Vince, too, like, just I said I want to step away from that, but, like, also Vince positioned himself in a lot of storylines at a certain point in wrestling to be like this.
Yeah. Somebody showed a screenshot of him coming on as Stacy Keibler, Candice Michelle, Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus, Sable, like...
Right.
He was the genetic jackhammer.
Right. There's a clip of a promo or a backstage thing that him and Steph did together.
Oh yeah.
Where Steph accuses him of passing her around to all of his like friends and executives.
When she was 17.
Right. So like is this just made up by somebody or is Vince like So again, when people show you or show you who they are, believe them.
Yeah.
And we'll see where this goes. I'm sure this isn't the end of it. We're going to be talking about it for a long time.
Yeah, as more comes out, we'll talk.
Right.
That's it for now.
I think that's it.
All right.
It fucking sucks. Just remember that, everybody.
Okay, so let's go to Monday Night Raw.
Okay, Monday Night Raw.
The only thing from that was the Punk Cody face-to-face.
The only thing I watched because people were talking about it. And I was like, I saw online, somebody said, it's happening right now. And I was like, okay. Yeah. I'll put this on.
Yeah. So Punk and Cody had their little face-to-face thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think people were blowing it out of proportion about how good it was.
It was okay.
That was all right. Yeah. I like to talk about Dusty.
Mm-hmm.
That was always fun. I thought it was a good line by both when Punk's like, I'm more the American Dream than you are.
Yeah.
And then when Cody's like, I'm more CM Punk than you are.
Right.
Those were good lines.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's weird that Cody talks about how inspired he was by the pipe bomb.
Well, and so he said that, and I go, But then I think, well, he did go to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
He did go to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Right.
It's like, okay, I'll give him that.
But yeah, it's it is what it is. They're clearly these are the two guys. These are going to be at least Cody thinks he's the guy who's going to be challenging Roman at WrestleMania.
Yeah. So and here's where I kind of go with these two. These guys are probably your biggest baby faces you have right now.
Sure.
So you play that tension between your baby faces, where honestly either one of them can turn at any point, and people go, okay, I get it.
Right. Yeah.
So you almost play the game where you might confuse the audience a little bit.
Yeah.
Instead of just two fiery baby faces ready to compete, they're taking personal shots at each other. And
I like that.
Well, it gets a little confusing sometimes.
Yeah. I like when Punk made Cody finish the Wine and Dines with Kings and Queens promo. He's like, how'd the rest of that go?
Yeah.
He was like, pork and beans.
Yeah, just to be like, I hope you better know this, kid.
Right.
I hope that was just on the fly that he did that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I still think Punk's winning the Rumble.
Yeah. Bet your money on CM Punk.
So Rollins didn't relinquish the belt
because he said he's gonna be back in a month.
So the injury, honestly, it's like a 6-week injury, torn meniscus, or torn MCL, partially torn meniscus.
Okay,
a lot of heavy rehab, 6 weeks. Right. So he could be ready. You know, he said 3 to 4 months.
Okay,
but that's just to be like, let's bump that up a little bit. You know, I'm a fighting champ. There we go.
All right.
That's all I have from Raw.
Man, I really wish they would have made the Rumble for the belt. I think that would have been cool for Seth's belt. That would have been cool. But whatever, I guess. But I think you can be perfectly fine with letting Seth, because you don't want Seth to have a setback or anything, right? So give him his time. Punk wins. Punk's champ. And still gets his main event of Mania as champ instead of winning it at Mania.
But then it's weird because they were kind of setting up like Gunther being a challenger to Seth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Gunther has the IC belt. Yeah. And if you have him lose the IC belt, then immediately go for the main belt.
I mean, that's the way it kind of used to be done, but
for having that IC belt as long as he
has, that's true.
And here's the thing, too, with wrestling in general.
Yeah.
Okay, we've had our fair share now of long runs.
Yeah.
We don't need long runs right now.
I don't.
Seth has had a long run.
I don't know.
Gunther, obviously. Roman, MJF just had a long run. Omega had a long run.
3 natural moments at least for Seth to drop that belt in the last couple of months.
Yeah, even for Roman, there was moments for him to drop that belt.
I want to ask you a question really quick, since you brought up Gunther. You being
do I miss my fat, sweet baby Walter? Yes, I do.
You being a Phil fan. As you are.
A Phil fan?
A Phil fan. You're the leader of the
I'm the Philly fanatic.
You are. You're the Philly fanatic. You're a philanthropist. You're
a philanderer.
Yes, you're a philanderer. You're the conductor of the Northeast Pennsylvania Philharmonic.
Damn right.
Do you have any genuine interest in Gunther versus CM Punk? And I ask this because, realistically, do you think CM Punk could have a Gunther match with Gunther? I don't know that Phil wants to get hit that hard.
Yeah, I mean, there's that aspect because Gunther don't pull punches.
Right.
It doesn't light my world on fire.
Right. And I'm not using it to like knock either one of them. That's not my intention.
Like I'd rather see Punk Seth.
Right.
I'd rather see Punk Cody.
Right.
Punk Roman.
Because Gunther's, it's a very specific match.
Punk Balor.
That works really well with meatier guys.
Yeah.
I think that Gunther
your Drews, your Seths, or your Sheamuses.
Gunther versus CM Punk would be pick a scene from Story of Ricky, which I just watched again this week. Thank you, Doug. And that's sort of how that ends up. He just chops Phil, and then he pulls his hand back. He's like, oh no.
Yeah. Like I just collapsed this man's chest.
I just killed CM Punk.
I just don't know how much, their characters mesh.
Right. Yeah.
Because, Seth is the loudmouth still, so that works.
Right.
Roman's obviously Roman. That works. Cody's this braggadocious thing. That works.
Yeah.
Him and Gunther, I don't know if that's
I don't know if it works, right? See. It's weird. That just popped in my brain. I'm like, I just don't know that works.
I kind of look at it, though. But
Roman would work.
Roman would work.
Yeah.
But, look when he wrestled Wardlow and he took, 8 or 9 power bombs?
Yeah.
That worked.
That's true. I'd rather take a power bomb than a chop from Gunther.
Yeah, I don't know. Power bombs probably fucking hurt.
Yeah.
9 in a row, probably.
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
Don't feel good on your back.
Probably not.
But
all right.
Yeah, who knows? All right. So you watched Ring of Honor?
I did. Very briefly, I watched 2 matches from Ring of Honor.
Number one, why?
Ring of Honor Club number 47. Because the opening match was Nyla Rose versus friend of the show Erica Lee.
That was this week?
And was that last week? That was this week. Last week when we recorded.
Yeah.
So I'm supporting a friend.
That's what you're doing.
I'm very excited for Erica.
Did you want Smokey and the Bandit after that?
No. Okay. Let's see Smokey and the Bandit. I don't need to. I'm excited as her debut.
I saw the clip of her online, going into the to the crowd.
So it's the match. The match is under 3 minutes. Erica takes the chop and tries to leave. And then it's cut off. That's when she's shaking fans' hands, and then Nyla beats the shit out of her. I just hope that Erica gets more work.
# sign the big honk.
But Ian, very immediately when Erica is introduced, starts plugging LVAC on commentary.
Very nice. Go down.
Says, Erica Lee, very frequent wrestler in my neck of the woods, wrestling for the LVAC out of soap holes, all that sort of stuff. So Ian getting those plugs in because he's the best.
I love Ian.
And then the other thing I watched from Ring of Honor, because this guy has been is getting noticed, and is also and I know that Ring of Honor films out of order, but he was also just on AEW regular TV. Brian Keith versus Claudio Castagnoli. Mm-hmm. Brian Keith also wrestled in DDT this week.
Yes, he did.
Which I watched, which we'll talk about later. But I was just like, I'm going to watch this match because this dude's putting in the fucking work.
Yeah.
He's on regular TV. He's on Ring of Honor. He's doing all these different matches all over the place, and he's flying to fucking Japan and wrestling DDT. Goes under 13 minutes. Claudio gave Keith a ton in this match. I like him a lot. I think Brian Keith, I liked his look. I had noticed him around a year ago. I saved one of his pictures to draw. I was like, I'm gonna start drawing again, and I never did, but I'm gonna draw this guy. He looks really cool. If he was an inch or two taller, I think it'd be a no-brainer for everybody. Yep. Because even when we get to DDT, Mao is taller than him. Mm-hmm. And that stinks, but I like his presentation. I like his work. I like everything about him. And Claudio wins with he hits him with the swinging sleeper hold, puts him in the sleeper hold.
Oh, that's
giant
sick.
Swing, and then does the body scissor and passes him out there.
Good.
But I wanted to see Erica. Put some eyes on that for Ring of Honor. And I like Brian Keith. I just, rumors are he's got a contract. Who knows? But I
didn't see that graphic yet.
Me either. But he's put in the fucking work, and clearly they like him. So
good.
And he's good in the ring. So
all right. So before we do AEW, I think we both watched
Impact.
one other US thing.
Yes.
TNA Impact Cross the Line.
Is it called TNA Impact?
Uh-huh.
Is that what they're calling it?
Well, that's what it was originally called. Because it used to be live from the Impact Zone.
Oh, okay.
TNA Impact, their first official episode
Number
back.
1017.
Yeah. Back after like an 8 or 9 year hiatus.
This is on Access now, right? That's where they air?
Yep.
So switching from YouTube TV to Sling, I got Access. I got Vice.
Look at you.
So I can watch the
Dark Side of the Rings
when they come back.
I know people are poo-pooing on the lineup this year.
I think it's good.
Fuck it, man. There's a Terry Gordy episode.
Right,
there's a Harley Race. There's Earthquake.
Outright tragedy. There's no outright scandal. It's just going to be all sad shit about how being on the road ends up.
There's a Black Saturday
young.
one.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
So,
yes. So main event of this show, Josh Alexander versus Will Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
This is a rematch. They wrestled on a pay-per-view a couple months ago for TNA.
Yeah.
Ospreay said, I wanted to work TNA.
Mm-hmm.
So this is officially...
He was a TNA head when he was a kid.
Officially, this is him working TNA.
Yes.
I thought this match fucking rocked.
That's great.
Was it the Tiger Driver off the apron through the table on the outside was fucking gnarly.
I thought it was over at the Avalanche Poison Rana into the Hidden Blade. I was like, okay, well, this is obviously the end.
Yep.
And it wasn't. Styles Clash.
That was cool. I like that
Ospreay,
Alexander's the one who did it.
Ospreay teased it. Alexander hit it into the C4 spike. Josh Alexander wins. Gets his win back from Big Will.
Yeah.
From Bill Ospreay.
Ospreay doing the honors just to be like, hey, got to work TNA. I beat you the first time.
Right.
Now you get your win back.
Josh is completely deserving and
Josh
believable.
rules,
He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's a great fucking wrestler.
What a great main event to have on your first TNA show
yes,
back.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Really, really good match.
Yeah.
Just as good, if not better, than their first meeting.
I agree.
But I wanted to bring something up about this after this match. Because did you watch after the match?
Oh, Scott D'Amore? Yeah.
Okay. So, Scott D'Amore comes out.
Yeah.
And he's screaming, he's crying. This is the best match I've ever fucking seen. I can't believe this has happened, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I don't see it as much because I'm not in the TNA Impact zone on the internet. I'm not in that specific. I don't travel the TNA highways and byways.
You're not an impactor?
I'm not.
Now you can be.
Now I can be, but I'm not impacted. But I can DVR it.
Hey, if you're DVRing it right now, Okada's on tonight.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm mad at him. We're not talking. We're not going to talk about Okada. No. He did something very bad.
We are.
But correct me if I'm wrong, because I honestly don't know. I don't see it, so I'm going off what I see and what I don't see. Why does Tony Khan get all the shit in the world for being over-emotional and loud about his wrestling product, and Scott D'Amore doesn't?
Because Scott D'Amore doesn't do this on a regular basis.
He doesn't?
No.
Because I don't watch a ton of Impact. But in the last couple of months, he's done this a couple of times.
He did it when they announced TNA was coming back, and now he did it.
Okay. Because he came out and did this, and I was like, he's just as insane as Tony Khan is.
Also, he's not on Twitter.
That's true. Tony Khan is chronically online.
Yeah.
But when Tony would come out and give the Howard Dean yells about how good the show is going to be.
When he announced Giannis Antetokounmpo's name got real high pitched.
Yeah.
Remember that one time he said Bernie Sanders?
Yeah. It's super weird, right? But I was watching this and I was like, oh man, it's pretty much the same energy here, but I see nobody shitting on D'Amore about it.
I liked it, man.
I
thought it was a good little speech.
I don't have a problem with Tony Khan doing it either. Be excited about your shit.
Yeah.
I was just wondering why the internet community leaves Scott D'Amore alone when he does this shit, but not Tony Khan. But if you're saying D'Amore doesn't regularly do this, it's because Tony Khan is like, that was a great Gift Garrison match. I can't believe that.
Also because it's TNA.
Yeah. And, because they pulled a record number this week. It was 100,000 viewers. So that's the other thing. No, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around here, it doesn't make a sound.
As much as I listen, man, I used to love TNA back in the day. I know you didn't really watch it.
I did not really.
Man, they were so cool.
Yeah.
They had a lot of lame shit, but they were still had some shit, man. That was AJ Styles runs were just awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. It's
okay.
TNA.
All right.
Listen, but TNA is still the only successful promotion to do a heel Jeff Hardy run. I will say that. Jeff Hardy's heel run was awesome.
Yeah, he only wrestled Sting?
Yeah, actually. Well, that's when he was the Antichrist of professional wrestling.
Oh, jeez. Okay,
yeah.
Great.
It was good.
Okay.
There was an episode where he hit Mr. Anderson, not Mr. Kennedy, but Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
With a chair in the back of the head and split that motherfucker open. Nice. Oh, it was gnarly.
Yeah, more on him later too. But all right, that was all. I thought the match was really good. And
match was awesome.
We'll see what Impact does.
I have it on my DVR tonight. I'll watch Okada.
It's very interesting to see it. Like the bright yellow ropes are distracting, but I didn't hate the presentation.
No, it was fine.
So we'll see what they do.
See when they're in a lesser building.
Yeah,
see what it looks like.
Yeah,
this was in like a casino.
Yeah. What time are they on? They're on at like 8?
They're on right now.
Oh, are they? All right.
They're on this week.
Okay. Oh, I'm not going to see that.
Cross the line.
I'm sure they'll put Okada up on YouTube like they did with this because
it'd be silly not
of all the Okada news that we didn't even talk about. Did we talk about that last week? Was that last week?
That broke the fucking
show. That was
last
week? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right because we were on the...
Yeah.
That's right. And then Joe and Adam got the scoop and boopus because they dropped the episode early.
Yeah, that's the way that worked.
Yeah. Okay. I get it now.
All right, so AEW.
Yeah, let's run through it.
Rampage.
Oh man,
I have 1, 2, 3 things.
I've been finding myself again on the show, and I catch myself after I do it, where I'm still talking about shit that we don't need to fucking talk about. So I've started putting FF underneath matches that I fast forwarded through.
Okay, good.
So that happens. So
the first thing I have here is Harley Cameron getting choked by
Okay, I'm glad because that's the first thing I want to talk about too. Because big Alpha Junior Michael Cole vibes on this one.
Alpha Junior Michael Cole vibes.
Right? Isn't that the promo where he's...
You mean Heidenreich?
Was it? Oh, it is Heidenreich. No, but there's one with Alpha Junior where he grunts at him a whole bunch. Maybe it wasn't Michael Cole.
I don't know.
There is. But Heidenreich also. Yes. Big awkward.
See, this one was also checking boxes on a certain other kind of community on the internet.
Sure.
Of Harley getting choked and like smiling while getting choked. Whatever happens in it, they blame Anna Jay.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like when Ruby and Harley walk away and Renee looks at Paige Saraya. And she goes, Renee Paquette, don't you look at me that way. That was good. But yes, there was a choke session live on Friday Night Television. Women choking women.
Oh, I'm trying to find this Alpha Junior fucking thing. Because he definitely did something on WWE TV that was real dumb and like he was like grunting in a weird way.
Well, I just remember Heidenreich and Michael Cole.
Yes, that one is Heidenreich and Michael Cole.
Yeah, that was still unnerving.
What the hell was Alpha Junior's name in the WWE?
Manu.
Yeah, man. Well, I can't find it. We'll find it later. I'll show it to you.
All right.
But anyway, I said the Ruby and Harley make a Cole Heidenreich thing, but hot.
Yep.
That's essentially what that is.
That was a good seg.
Stat Queen Amanada.
I have that as well, man. This was fucking really good.
Right.
Those motherfuckers. Listen, man. Queen Amanada might have been the MVP this week.
Right. Absolutely.
She rocks. Again, and such a stupid nitpick.
Yeah.
You're wearing kick pads. Don't slap your leg.
Right. Don't slap your leg.
Don't need to do it. Kick pads there to do it.
Commentary clearly given the order to hype her up because they're putting her over fucking huge. Stat with Big Stoke. And Amanada's impressive in this fucking match, man. I like this a lot. Man. It's a good dance partner in Statlander, of course. But like Amanada has been across the board these last 2 weeks, just coming out and fucking impressing, laying shit in, and
they're giving her opportunity, and she's knocking it out of the park.
She's a very good looking lady, which helps, and she's just laying her shit in. I'm impressed. Let's get this graphic out there. I think she fucking deserves it.
I agree with that.
Appearances.
Did you like the backstage when Willow shows up?
Late
and her flight got canceled. Yeah,
because their plane ticket.
Wonder who that could have been.
Right, that's very funny.
Oh, Stoke! I love Stoke.
And then so the funny thing, the Jeff Jarrett promo. Did you watch that thing?
Jeff Jarrett.
They're still fighting about each other and they're talking about who they're going to kick out.
Oh yeah.
And Satin was like, "I want to keep Karen."
Keep Karen.
Sanjay wants to kick Karen out and Satin wants to kick Jeff out and keep Karen.
Yep.
That's funny. That's for Joe. And then Darby Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy's Twitter, I guess, antics have gotten the attention and they're like, "All right, motherfucker, you want to wrestle? Come wrestle." And Darby have they kill each other. I think so. If there's
this match is really good.
You know, everyone knows the thing, the WWE moment with the two doinks where they do like the mirror thing. This is like that, only like future. It's like if Doink was looking at future Doink, because Darby is very much looking at his future here as they kill each other.
Like, this was nuts.
It's nuts. It's
going this hard on a rampage,
right?
I respect it.
It's the most that Jeff Hardy's done. I have a feeling that he did a little too much based on the way he looked come Dynamite. I think he needs more than 4 days or 5 days to recover.
This
or a week
motherfucker
or
did a
whatever it is.
swanton off the top rope through a table on the outside.
Yes, right.
That was wild.
Yeah. So, you know, like if we can get this from Jeff Hardy more often, I would send Matt packing. But Matt's gonna need that money because is that true that he's getting that Reeves left him or whatever?
That seems to be the talk.
Okay, well, but if we can get this Jeff, I'm happy with it.
Yeah,
you just have to be careful because the more he does this, the more you slip into him.
Dynamite Jeff.
Yeah, you get not even Dynamite Jeff, but like TNA Jeff. You run the risk of him, you know, sliding back into his bad vices. So.
Yeah.
As opposed to good
I
vices.
enjoyed the shit out of this.
This is really good. Yeah, it was cool. They kill each other.
They both went nuts.
Yeah,
and I like it.
Darby had been thrilled, man, because you know, listen, I don't like the Hardys. I've never been a Hardy guy, but they're super fucking influential.
You're a Hardy boy.
That's right, I'm a Hardy boy. But yeah, they're absolutely influential, especially to people Darby's age doing that kind of shit. So smaller guys doing wacky shit.
So Collision. I'll preface it with this. Mm-hmm. I don't think anything knocked it out of the park on this show, but I thought everything was very solid.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there was anything where you'd be rushing to see it.
Yeah.
But it was a solid show. Mox Shane Taylor, you know, I'm a Mox guy. Not a Shane Taylor guy at all.
My favorite thing about this match was the Mox promo afterwards.
Yeah.
Where he's like, anybody want to come. He goes, I don't care if you're my teammate. I don't care if you're whatever you are. Like, I'm running through you.
Yeah.
And Mox is just fucking awesome, man.
That's what he should be. He's the Terminator.
Right, absolutely. Just
because even on Dynamite, he cuts another like backstage promo just like this one.
The Cope Open.
Yeah, Cope Open versus Dante Martin.
I thought it was really good.
That was all right.
I think this might be like Edge's best televised like free TV singles match up to this point.
I thought it was better than the first Christian match.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. I don't know. I really liked it. I thought Edge was bumping a lot for this kid. The midair spear was nice. Into the crossface that he calls the grindhouse, which is weird. I really liked it. I thought this was really good. I thought Edge really gave a lot to Dante and let him sort of shine, and we didn't have to see Action Andretti, so that works.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Thunder Rosa.
Adam Copeland also says, I ain't a Happy Meal, I'm a 5-course meal.
And then he says, whatever that means.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Good line.
Copeland's real stupid.
Thunder Rosa, Queen Aminata.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Again, solid.
Good match. Laying it in.
Yeah.
I think Rose's finish looked like shit. I don't know, a cradle powerbomb. I don't quite understand what it's supposed to be. I guess.
So it's kind of the thing that Kevin Owens was doing in WWE where he picks up for the cradle pile driver, but then spins out with it.
It's weird.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Now she's doing it.
But
use the cradle pile driver.
Yeah. You use the cradle
or the
DDT.
package
Yeah, use the cradle DDT like Conan used to use.
Yeah.
But I guess Thunder Rosa books Queen Aminata a lot in her indie promotion.
Oh. Well, that's nice to have work then.
Yeah,
good.
so I guess she has a bit of a history in the indies with her, so that's...
Queen Aminata's really good. From what I've seen so far.
Right.
They're signed. Get the graphic.
Yeah, I like that the Dragon Claudio interview we get, where they're wearing their dumb cartoon animal shirts.
Dude, those shirts
I thought they were fake. They're real stupid.
They're real bad. And apparently it's Claudio's idea, and it's real bad.
But Dragon saying that losing to Eddie was the low point of his career. And then Claudio says that it's been 20 years of his career. Can we stop talking about him?
Yeah.
And then Eddie and Ortiz, after the Queen Aminata match, get their promo, and Eddie is just insane. And Ortiz is like, oh, we're good. Like, whatever.
Saturday, Rocket Man, whatever the hell that we're doing.
Right.
Did you watch so
What Happened When with Eddie from this week?
The only clip I saw was when Lois walks in the room. And Eddie's talking, he's like, Kawada, Triple Crown Chip. Hey, what up, Lois? And then she comes over, hi, Eddie.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And Eddie's sort of, Lois, what up, dog?
Yeah.
And Conrad loses it.
So it's really funny because, like, they watch the whole match, but they don't show it while they're talking about it. So I had it on my phone. Like, you can start at the same time, and it's an amazing fucking wrestling match.
It's great.
And, like, Shivani just falls in love with it. Like, he's,
Did they do 6'3",
No, 98. It's
okay. All right.
It's Quada's first defense of the Triple Crown after beating Misawa, and Kobashi beats him for it because Quada spoke out against the company and Baba made him pay for it. But it's a great fucking match. But Shivani totally falls in love. But right before that, they talked about that Tony Atlas tweet. So then when she comes on, Eddie's like, "Hey Lois, you let Shivani lick your feet."
Oh God,
or whatever. Like he's just breaking Tony's balls.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You never." He goes, "When Lois came to the office the other day, you didn't fucking introduce me." And he's like, so that was really funny.
I love. She's like, "Oh, I saw you at the Lois Rules shirt. I have the picture on my phone."
Yeah. And then Conrad's like, "Oh, you have pictures of other men on your phone." It's really funny.
I still love the first one that they did where he's just like, Shivani,
you
fuck.
Yeah, he does that a bunch too. He doesn't cut out this time. His audio is very good.
Because that last one was,
it was rough. But his audio was very good. Eddie thanks his girlfriend for. But it was fun. And then they bullshit after the match is over a little bit about, and like they ask him, like they ask Eddie to like explain All Japan versus New Japan at the time.
Sweet.
And what, why the matches are the way they are.
Online was like, did you watch or did you just listen to it?
I watched it on YouTube.
Was there any ads in the video?
No.
Okay, I'll have to watch it then. Okay.
Yeah.
Because the audio one, I'm sure there's fucking ads.
No, there weren't any. I watched it on like the waning days of YouTube Premium. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's not the whole episode. Like it's like a couple minutes in.
I'm fine
when
with
they bring
that.
Eddie on,
Perfect.
so you just fast forward to it.
You fuck.
But it was really cool. He calls Shivani son of a bitch all this time, and Shivani makes fun of him. He says Shivani, whenever they do like a pre-tape or whatever, they're like, Eddie, you got to be in gear, but Shivani's afraid to tell him because Eddie gives him a hard time.
Yeah.
So he's always like, Ortiz is like, yeah, no problem. Shivani goes, I now send somebody else to go tell Eddie. He goes, because I'm sick of getting yelled at. So he goes, so if Eddie needs to be in gear for a pre-tape, I send somebody else to tell him. Because Eddie just bitches about it the whole time.
I love that they're friends.
It's awesome that they're friends. It's so funny.
They went and saw Batman together.
Yeah, it's so funny. And like he says, Kingston at one point is like, Shivani, I imagine this is how you were with Ric Flair. Like, just breaking Ric Flair's balls all the time on commentary.
I love it so much.
And he gives him shit for, like, talking about things other than the match during his match. It's really good. It's well worth the listen.
Good. I'll have to check
but they're great here. I love Eddie and Ortiz as a tag team. I wish Santana would be there. But...
that really
down the line, Eddie Ortiz can be tag champs very easily, and that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Santana Ortiz,
Santana just couldn't put the shit to the side. Bang Bang Scissor Gang. Sir.
They're in a super group.
It's official. The Acclaimed and the Bullet Club Gold are together.
Yes, for now.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang.
Bang Bang Scissor Gang. I hope they unify those belts.
Or as Danhausen called it online, the Ass Bang Gang.
Oh, no. Well, there you go.
Did you fucking watch that Unresolved Mysteries with Danhausen?
No. I don't know what that is.
My God. It's like a 3-minute thing on YouTube.
Okay.
And they're like, where was Danhausen all of 2023? And it like interviews his mom, which is Danhausen, his high school friend, which was just Danhausen. Oh. It's so silly and weird. Goofy. Okay. And you like silly and goofy.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Like, it's fun. It's 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's funny.
Did you watch the Hey W with Mariah May?
Did not.
Oh my God, you should watch that.
Yeah?
It's so fucking funny.
Yeah.
They read like thirst tweets
to
her, and she like right before
Adam Van better watch out.
Well, as Joe pointed out, look at all these tweets from Adam Van's burners. They right at the beginning, where RJ kind of whispered to him, he's like, all right, let's be professional during this. She goes, okay, daddy.
Oh,
and he goes, don't call me daddy. And she's like, what, you don't like it anymore? And he goes, I'm more like auntie. Call me auntie. So it's such a good one.
Okay.
Mariah May fucking rocks.
Yes.
Shooting up that fucking leaderboard.
Yes,
that's all
absolutely.
I'm saying. Bang Bang Scissor Gang happens.
Right. We had a Tony Storm promo after that.
Oh, yeah. So that was from the pre-tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, where she says she exudes raw sexuality.
Right. And she admits to knowing Deanna during their dojo days, which is important for Dynamite.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Danny Garcia versus Buddy.
Yeah.
Buddy Matthews, Buddy Murphy, whatever the fuck his name is. So this was probably my favorite match on the show.
I honestly can't tell you what one it is right now.
I think it's Matthews. Yeah, because it was Blake and Murphy.
Oh, yes, correct. Okay.
Yeah, so Buddy Matthews. This was probably my favorite match on the show.
Yeah, it was good.
You know.
I like the giant brawl after.
Yes, I like the that's where I was going.
I think the feud... and the match is very good. They're both very talented guys.
Yeah, but Garcia wins with another roll-up, which is fine for his character right now.
But I think this advances the feud, and it's a fun feud between all these guys.
Yeah, it advances the feud because they're
fucking...
They're doing a triple threat cage.
A collision?
Yeah.
Elimination style escape the cage.
What we say a couple weeks ago, you got to do this.
You get it in a cage.
Fuck, that's what it is. Yeah, right. Man, that fires me up.
Cages are awesome.
Oh, I can't wait.
I hope it's like a fucking blue cage. Go do the old one where they can easily climb out of kind of deal.
It's going to be awesome. I'm excited to see that.
I think so too. It'll be a lot of fun. I think they're going to bleed.
Yeah.
I don't know who wins, but I also don't see Brody climbing a cage successfully.
You can escape.
Yeah, well, that's true. Escape. That's true.
But what if it's by like pinfall or submission only? I would hate that.
It says escape, and it says
elimination, right?
It says elimination style cage escape. So it's going to be.
Okay.
It's going to be all the way down to 1-on-1 and whatever, 2-on-1, whatever it happens to be.
That's what I need in my life.
Yeah, right. I agree.
Yeah. I should add a little FF note here because I fast forwarded through Roddy Strong, Matt Sydal.
Me too.
I ain't watching
that. Why the fuck do I need to watch Matt Sydal all of a sudden?
Don't need to do
I don't
that.
understand.
Sure don't. Main event?
Yeah. Eddie and Ortiz versus Dragon and Claudio.
Again, super solid. I liked that face off in the beginning where Brian would not engage with Eddie at all.
Right.
That was awesome.
That was
Dickhead Danielson showing up.
This is some of the best in-ring storytelling in all of wrestling right now.
I agree.
Because Claudio and Dragon both work Eddie differently in this match than they do with anybody else.
Yep.
They spend a lot of time making sure he's not going to get in the ring. They taunt him. They get him really pissed off. And then they work him completely differently.
Yeah.
It's just really great. Claudio won't look at him. When Eddie's ranting in the beginning, Claudio's sitting on the apron with his back turned.
Love that.
Dragon's teasing him with cardio where he starts doing the jumping jacks in the corner. It's just such great stuff like that. And then when he holds Eddie down and watches Ortiz get the shit kicked out of him, make him watch. It's such...
Hey, remember when the Blackpool Combat Club was turning face?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mox still is.
Yeah, Mox is. The rest of them are just dicks. Which I love it.
But it works so well. They can still go back and forth because it does work. You're not going to get cheered over Eddie.
The ultimate tweener fucking stable.
But if they put him in the ring against somebody else, they're going to enjoy getting the shit. So then these guys beating up somebody the crowd doesn't like. So it works both ways. But yeah, I love this. They just do such a good job of making it feel different and special. And we'll see where this goes because it sure as fuck looks like it's Eddie versus the Blackpool Combat Club for at least the foreseeable future. So
which I am totally
I got no
fine
problem with it. Running back all the time. Those matches fucking rule.
I love at the end where Danielson spit on Eddie.
Oh, gross.
And Eddie didn't do anything. I was like, oh my.
Yeah. Yep.
And he's yelling in the camera, he thinks he's better than me. Fuck. That was again, I said nobody's better than Bryan Danielson at three things. Fiery underdog babyface.
Yep.
Dickhead shit talking heel.
Right.
And beating you to a pulp heel.
Absolutely.
Nobody's better.
There's a part in, not to go back and talk about somebody else's podcast, but there's a part in the Shivani thing with Eddie where he asks Eddie about because Shivani says that the Japanese crowds don't react like American crowds, and Eddie's like, I disagree. He's like, you have to be there. He goes, but they don't. They treat it more like a real sport. He goes, but when they get into it, they get into it. And he said he had a match somewhere, and he said there was a little kid. He didn't say all the whatever, and he was screaming the whole match at the top of his lungs. He's like, I don't fucking know what he's saying. He's like, I can't understand Japanese, but the whole match, he is screaming at the top of his lungs. And he says, and the match ended, and we go backstage, and somebody told me that kid, the entire match, just kept yelling, Eddie, do your best.
Aww.
And he goes, it's the whole match. And Eddie's like, I don't know what he was saying. He's like, but the kid wouldn't shut up, and he's louder than everybody else. They mention it on commentary. I guess he said on commentary, Kevin Kelly, called over Oscar Lube, whatever his name is, to be like, what's that kid saying? And Eddie afterwards found he was just yelling. He was yelling, Eddie, do your best, Eddie, do your best, over and over and over again. So,
it makes me smile.
Yeah. So.
Boy, Kevin Kelly, a lot of takes about New Japan this week. Huh?
Yeah, a lot. Almost like he's bitter he's not there anymore.
I look at it that way, but
I gotta miss him.
Yeah.
I don't like Walker.
I liked Walker when he was keeping other people in line.
Yep.
On that Battle in the Valley show. I thought he did an excellent job.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk more about Walker later. Yeah. But
yes,
made some good points.
Yes.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I'm going to preface this right now. Dynamite. The crowd, it was just...
The crowd wasn't good.
No.
The show was.
The show was all right.
I liked the show.
That was okay.
It's a week of like Dynamite, of AEW, like, not like blowing the world up in any way. Yeah. But I thought everything was consistent and solid. I don't have any real complaints about Dynamite.
Not everything on the show is consistent.
Oh, not everything, okay. but more often. Like their average is better than not. I don't think anybody wrestling show has run a completely great, solid wrestling show throughout because Jeff Hardy stunk up the place on this fucking show.
Yeah, the hook thing in the beginning with Samoa Joe was awkward.
Oh, awkward! I kind of liked it.
The crowd didn't even hear what he said because he was muffled.
Well, yeah.
Like they were winter chanting. What? Like people were yelling. Well, why are they saying what? No, because they actually didn't understand. Didn't hear him.
Okay,
like,
I heard him.
Yeah.
I like the get the unworthy out of my ring. I just like Joe's run. But and then
I thought the best thing on the show was Hangman Penta match wise.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought they had a really good match.
I love Penta's. This white gear of Penta looks fucking great. Mm-hmm. It's funny. Michelle was watching at this point, and she's like, "Who's this fucking nerd with this guy, Abrahantes?" And I was like, "You're absolutely right." And then I explained everything about Abrahantes to her.
Yeah.
About Penn State and all that crap. I was like, he's a piece of crap.
Listen, man,
put him with all the luchadors.
But this was during the match where I know we were all talking about it with audio issues.
Mm-hmm. I had them all night.
I think that they were trying to beef up the crowd somehow.
Maybe.
Because there was only 2,100 people there.
That makes sense, yeah.
And that, apparently, I think the building they said holds like 9,800. So that's not good.
I don't know why they're running buildings that big. There's got to be.
There was a report. I think it was I think Meltzer said it today that they're trying to get away from the smaller towns because that was in Savannah last night.
Yeah.
The show, I don't know if it's Saturday or next week. They're calling it New Orleans, but it's not New Orleans. Okay. It's like Bossier City or some shit like that, which was funny because Dax accidentally called it Boise, Idaho.
That's funny.
So it must be the show this Saturday.
Yeah.
But it's not New Orleans. Even that show in Vegas that's doing like piss poor ticket sales.
Yeah.
That's not Vegas. It's like Henderson, which I think is right outside Vegas.
Right.
They said they're going to stop focusing on those towns.
I would.
Those are house show towns.
Right. House show towns.
You know, listen, you're not WWE. You can't sell out SmackDown at Wilkes-Barre. It's just not going to happen.
Booking arenas half the size, and selling them out. Like I don't understand. Like people were supposed to be in and fixing this and whatever.
Well, the guy that was doing the live event stuff, I think he's gone now. Yeah. They have a new guy in. Yeah. And I think they're going to focus more like the bigger cities, which they should.
Their strategy is just wrong.
Yeah, because when you have like a show like last night, I'm sorry, but like I try not to do the crowd stuff and how many people are there. It's very noticeable.
Well, and
it's very quiet.
You know, you can kill a town no matter where you go, but like hit Daly's place more than once a year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because
you always get a good
crowd. It's a cool setup. It's established as your home.
Yeah,
and like WCW used to show up at fucking in Atlanta. All the time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
WWE runs in their proverbial homes all the time.
Yeah, you don't need to run Chicago as much as you used to now because you fuck that
up. You should have the stats. You've been in business long enough. You should have the stats. You know where you sell. You know where you don't, and just run those towns. Figure it out. It's bad. Like they're making bad decisions still.
Yeah,
and it makes them look worse. I don't give a shit about attendance. Like it stinks for TV and like the sound and everything. But like, listen, Tony Khan's also a billionaire, so like his money is he's enough money to never lose any money. Technically, like once you're a billionaire, it's almost impossible to not be a billionaire again. So like he's just fucking around.
I think Vince did it.
Well, he's fucking around with money that he can. So like it's not like we didn't sell enough tickets. AEW is going to be out of business. Like no, you just look bad on TV for a night and fucking Brother Ray Dudley forgets how to watch wrestling.
I saw that last night, and that dude who the first reply to him completely fucking owned him.
Oh, yeah, and he had go back to your mom's basement.
Yeah, and most of the replies I read through were just like, nah, man, you got fucking cooked. Like cool response, bully Ray. The fuck out of here.
Right?
Dork.
Why this and that? It's like, everything was explained. Watch fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Dummy.
So Wardlow Trent.
Yes.
I thought it was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah, Trent's been out there working pretty hard.
Yeah, Wardlow wins. I'm happy. I will say I'm happy Wardlow brought that corner knee drop back.
Yeah, that looks cool.
That move rules.
Yeah.
Then how long he had Trent up in the last ride position was scary.
It was
really good.
Good on Trent.
I like that.
Hunching the whole match to not expose Wardlow.
Yeah, and then
because he did.
Trent at the end kind of shoving OC to the side.
Yeah, but then they made up for it. He sort of
they've
apologized.
Been kind of doing that with Trent though.
They've been teasing.
Him kind of going after Danhausen a little bit.
Yeah.
So
yeah, good luck with that, Trent. I'm sorry, dude, but
who knows where that's going?
You split from that group. You don't have OC carrying your group. You're off TV in 2 weeks.
They kind of had Rocky standing with Trent too. So I wonder if Rocky's in his ear a little bit. Maybe that's the storyline.
Who knows?
Tony Storm, Deonna Purrazzo.
Yes, this incredible segment.
I fucking loved it so much. Yes. When they split screened it, black and
Hilarious.
white, it made me so happy.
Yeah, very funny.
Tony Storm saying that she had to leave because she had to go get a Nuru massage. That go look up what a Nuru massage is.
Yeah.
It's very erotic.
Yes. Well,
good for her.
I like she said, she's like, Deonna Purrazzo, I understand you've been body shamed this week. Why body shame you when there's so many other things we should be shaming you about?
Yeah.
Is hilarious.
Yep. Listen, man, I'll tell you what. I thought Deonna held her own here.
Yeah, for sure. She was a
Deonna
little.
did good.
Her voice was a little wavery, and I brought it up.
At this point, I just wonder if that's her.
And that's right. Some people had said in the Discord, like, "Oh, I think that's just the way she sounds."
Yeah.
Like, okay, I understand that. She just sounds that little bit of a nervous, waver in her voice. And this is where she gets the friendship matching tattoos that completely blew Brother Ray Dudley's mind.
Why don't we mention it?
Yeah.
Why don't we talk about it? Why don't we say what they are? Motherfucker, they just told you.
They told you everything.
They were in the dojo together.
Everything.
Tony Storm lived with Deonna Purrazzo.
They told you everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
As I saw you reply to, Bully's the kind of guy that reads one chapter of a book and go, well, what's the end of the story?
Right.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's, this is for just us. He's Kev during a movie.
100, bro.
Well, who's that guy? Kev, it's 5 minutes in. He just showed up.
He was texting me this weekend. We'll talk more off the air.
Yeah, I thought this was really good. They lay out everything you need to know.
Yeah, and then Deonna gets the upper hand, which I thought was really cool.
Right.
She's getting cheered while holding up the belt.
Right.
Good for her, man.
But other than her saying, them literally looking in the camera and going, "We got these friendship tattoos together when we were living together, and this
because we are friends.
Because we were best friends, and now we're not because of a wrestling storyline."
Yeah,
They explained everything you need to fucking know.
Yeah, come on,
and then there's a shoe fight that Luther catches a straight one.
Yeah, he did. I love a good shoe fight. Watch for the shoes.
Watch for the shoes.
After this was it Swerve and Jeff Hardy.
So we got this was Swerve and Jeff Hardy. I spent half of this match concerned that Jeff Hardy was drunk. Or inebriated in some way, and I just settled on the fact that I think he's just not recovered from killing himself with Darby.
Why?
And he's just not. He wasn't limber or mobile enough.
Why did this go 14 minutes?
I have no idea, dude. No idea. Hardy. Swerve tried. Swerve. It was a watchable match. Swerve drug him kicking and screaming
it was watchable.
But Jeff, I was like, okay, is Jeff not ready to just work fucking headlock takeovers because he's not fucking doing them well? Yeah. But I really do. I just think he was slowed down from that killer match he had on Rampage. Yeah.
You want to talk about getting the short end of the stick?
Yeah.
Fucking Hangman gets Penta and Swerve gets Jeff Hardy.
Right. But ratings are back. Rankings are back. Win-loss.
I'm going to talk about that real quick.
Okay, because this is why they brought it back. It's to try and rectify these two guys going after the title when Hangman hasn't won a goddamn match against Swerve.
The rankings are back. And listen, last night, I get it's your first show back with it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're beating you over the head with it a little bit. Here's an idea. I don't know if my fucking boss listens to this or not, but we were talking a little bit today.
Okay.
And he kind of brought this up. And I
Hello,
said,
Brett's boss. He's stealing your ideas.
I told him straight up. I was like, I'm telling you right now, I'm saying this.
All right.
Copy it again, Nate.
Okay.
They need to kind of do a minute and a half, 2-minute segment, I think, whether it be Dynamite, Collision, whatever it may be, run down your rankings, like a power ranking.
Yes.
You could do men's, women's, tag, trios, if you still even give a shit about those belts. I think it'd be cool. Run down your top 5. Show who's hot, who's cold, who kind of fell out, kind of like how college football,
right.
Who fell out, who got first place votes or whatever,
Yeah.
I think that would be so different. people talk about buzzwords with like, we want more of a sports presentation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I heard WWE's going that way. I wonder why.
Like, kick it to a backstage little segment or something, like a pre-recorded thing with Renee and RJ City or whoever it may be, kind of running down the rankings. It doesn't need to be like most of your show. Give it a couple minutes, though.
Yeah.
You know? Like, hey, here's your top 5 for this week, as of this week. You know, number 1 contenders, who fell out of the top 5, you know, like who's jumping up, who's the hot wrestler right now, you know? I think like that would be so cool if you want to add like that kind of ESPN, like game day kind of presentation to it.
But do that and put it on Monday nights.
Yeah, or like we talked about turning Rampage into like a studio show with maybe a match or two. Do it there, like run down the rankings a little bit, and you know I'm fine with the rankings being back, but you better be tight with your booking.
Yes,
you know you really better like because remember if you remember when the rankings were happening. Like number 5 ranked wrestlers getting number 1, like getting title shots and stuff. And I remember going, why are they doing this? You know, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I just think you got to be tight with everything, and hopefully this makes Tony Khan pay more attention to booking and the little things matter.
The rankings did run a little rampant last time they tried.
Yeah, they got sideways.
I don't know that anybody missed them or thought they were a bad idea. They went away. But I'm.
Did you see fucking Phil got blamed for the rankings?
Yeah, well, because he did. It was Phil's idea.
Phil are nuts.
Phil ruined.
Phil ruined everything.
Ruined house shows.
Yeah, that's right. Took away your house shows. Took away your rankings.
Took away rankings. Yeah. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he booked the fucking Devil storyline too,
did.
right? Yeah.
That's what I heard.
That was his fault,
I heard.
Right?
I've seen the paperwork that he signed at the bottom about it. He wrote it all out. Listen, it looked like a book report.
Some people let it go, okay? If he's out of your life, he's out of your life. Let it go.
And like it's interesting. We talked about this before. Not to bog this down with Phil talk here, but like he's not even doing anything in WWE really. I mean, he's going to win the Rumble.
But Saturday he's going to start doing.
He's been as sort of innocuous and just bland Phil on TV for since he arrived. Yeah. So
he's got like what 2 or 3 good promo segments,
right?
That's it.
Right. And even those are marginal. So, you're like, maybe. But yeah, he's going to win the Rumble, and then hopefully it's off to the races. But, that's Phil's being pretty quiet, so maybe people making shit up for themselves.
I think so.
Maybe. Don't make me defend Phil.
Listen, the triple threat, the trios match happens with the Acclaimed and Mogul Embassy. I didn't give a fuck.
Thunder Rosa Red Velvet was fine.
No, it wasn't. I didn't even have my notes. That match fucking sucked. That was fine.
Whatever.
That stunk.
It was fine.
Not good. I'm going to stir up my fucking thumb to hit the goddamn button to switch off that shit.
I have no notes on it. So
then there you go.
Yeah. Sting and Darby are challenging for the tag straps.
Sure.
They're going to win them.
And then they're going to lose to the fucking Young Bucks, and I'm going to be real mad about it.
I don't care.
That's just what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen.
It's absolutely what's going to happen. It's absolutely going to happen. But I'm fine with it because Sting's going to have a belt in AEW finally.
As long as it gets a toy out of it, a 2-pack of belts.
That's right.
With cool gear, I hope.
Speaking of toys, I have a really interesting Okada opinion. Not really interesting, but I have an Okada opinion that I'm going to talk about when we get to Japan. Remind me.
On toys? Okay.
So, I have no notes on Mogul Embassy.
Yeah, pretty soon I got put through a fucking table for no goddamn reason.
Right. Very gingerly. Yeah, he was rested upon a table that then broke.
I did like the Switchblade, helped him out.
Yeah, sure.
Switchblade helped and the one gun helped.
Yeah.
Thanks, Acclaimed.
The Nigerian Prince Nana or whatever they call them. It's really funny. The main event, though, Edge versus Minoru Suzuki, Adam Copeland, the Cope Open.
Listen,
Edge had complained on Collision or Rampage or whatever that it's only young guys. So now he got the oldest guy.
Yeah. I did read a little excerpt from this. He did an interview where he said he asked Tony about wrestling Suzuki. Mm-hmm. Tony said, "Oh, I'll see if it could happen." And Tony got off the phone after he confirmed it and immediately advertised it. And he came backstage and Moxley was talking to him. He was like, "Oh man, that's fucking cool. You're wrestling Suzuki." And Edge goes, "What?" He goes, "I didn't know that." And he goes, "Yeah, dude, they just advertised it."
That's funny.
So that's where that little promo beforehand was Edge cutting, which I thought was hilarious. Okay. There's also, I think Bryce put out a tweet today where there was a conversation between the three, and Edge said to Suzuki, "Man, we've been doing this a long time. Like, I've been at it for 32 years." And Suzuki said, "I've been at it for 36. You're my young boy." So, God bless you, Suzuki.
That's funny.
Listen, man, the match is what it is.
Right. So it starts with 7 minutes of runtime.
I've never had a clamoring to see Edge versus Minoru Suzuki.
But here's the thing. Edge wrestles a really good Minoru Suzuki match.
Yeah, he goes hit
lays it in.
Style.
He takes the hits.
Yeah. I got to the match and was like, God damn, I've never been hit that hard in my life.
I'm always impressed with Suzuki because, like, if you look at him, like, he's starting to look like more of an old man than ever. Yeah. But, like, he has that quickness on, like, his go-behind and stuff. And I'm always like, holy shit. Like, that dude is so dangerous.
Still explosive.
He's still so dangerous. I still wouldn't fucking fight him.
No.
He would still line up one by one and beat everybody in that fucking locker room.
Absolutely.
He's still the fucking man.
I love him.
He's handsome as all fuck.
So much.
I liked it. And then I said they should have ran through the Impaler before the match. Made sure they knew how to do it because Suzuki was a little confused.
Suzuki ain't taking no face first bump.
Right. Either. But
not gonna work for me,
and then Suzuki doesn't shake hands, so good for him.
Which I liked when Edge goes, I would have been disappointed if he shook my hand anyway.
Right. So it was a fun Suzuki match, man.
Tell you what, Edge got him cope when he's having fun.
He is. He's out there having fun doing his thing.
He's high-fiving people at ringside. He's putting on people's sunglasses. He put on that one kid's Sting mask. Yep. Sure.
See that one dude dressed this Sting looked just fucking like him.
I thought it was Sting at first. I seriously thought it was Sting.
He just wasn't say he wasn't 6'4".
I was like, what is he doing? I'm like, he looks just like him.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
The exact same hairline. It was very funny.
The fucking little Billy Goat Ozfest fucking soul patch thing that fucking Sting has. Like, whatever the fuck that is.
Right, he's gonna start singing for Seether or some shit.
Oh, God. Whatever band he's opening up for Evan Escence.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to become a wrestler called Evan Escence. That's my new wrestling name. Evan Escence. Oh, my God. Oh, that's what I'm going to do.
That's fucked up. Oh, no.
Double E Evan Escence.
Oh. Dude, what the fuck?
It's me. Welcome.
Your finishing move is called the Bring Me to Life.
Bring Me to Life, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think that is a song about being immortal. You could be the immortal.
Right, there you go.
Oh, no.
What's the Wake Me Up?
This time I couldn't believe I didn't see. Here in the dark, but you were there in front of me. Dude, you're gonna come out to that song.
What is it like? Is it like "Wake Me Up"? I can't wake up, or whatever the fuck the song.
Wake me up.
Yeah,
I can't wake up.
I can't wake up. Right.
Save me.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Why has nobody done this? All you fucking shindies.
I hope Warhorse doesn't listen to this podcast because he's gonna fucking take it once he fails out with this weird Aussie thing he's doing.
The fucking boar.
Evan Escence.
The boar horse himself. Jesus Christ. That shit sucks.
Yeah. Boar horse, though, I understand that it's a knock on him, but it just gave me an idea for a tag team.
I wonder who started calling him the boar horse.
Well.
Or somebody referred to him in the Discord last night, the snore horse.
Snore horse.
Oh, God.
Evan Escence.
Dude, that's fucking terrible and amazing. It needs to
perfect.
You just come out wearing fucking... You look like Jeff Hardy.
Right, exactly. You just look like Jeff Hardy.
Wearing your Trip NYC pants.
My finisher's a swanton.
Your studded belt.
Right.
Your fucking fishnet top.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Listen, oh my God.
I'm going to start getting in shape right now.
That blows my fucking mind. Oh, no.
Evan Escence.
Oh, no. Wake me up.
Can't wake up.
That's... Whew, all right. So, yeah,
that's it.
Do you want to do the question of the week right now?
Let me bring up the old board of sound here. Even though you said it's evolved and it's different now.
It is. It's a little evolved.
Well...
And now the Tim Taylor question of the week.
All right. Hit me with it.
The Tim Taylor question of the week.
Timsy?
What wrestler do you pretend is a toy that you're using? No, that's not the actual question of the week.
Oh, Jesus.
So, the question of the week. Which wrestlers right now do you think have the highest ceiling of success?
Okay.
Curious to see your projections on young stars like the new Musketeers Hook, Daniel Garcia, amongst others. Mm-hmm. And then this is where this question evolved into the T and MZ question of the week.
Okay.
Because Marcus has a question on the question of the week.
Oh.
Please define success in your answer. And then we had a whole back and forth.
Dissertation.
Whereas Marcus said, there's lots of ways to measure success in wrestling. Who's more successful, Kevin Nash or Bryan Danielson? Some might say Danielson because he got a million great matches, been on top for a long time, super long career. Some might say Kevin Nash because he's still getting six-figure checks every quarter for T-shirts. In case of point, you're wearing the worst Kevin Nash T-shirt of all time
ever made. Yep.
And so Tim kind of was more asking in a kayfabe sense.
Sure.
Where Mark said, okay, let's go kayfabe.
What was Tim's question again?
It was, which wrestlers right now do you think have the highest ceiling of success?
Okay.
Curious to see your projections on young stars like New Musketeers, Hook, Garcia, amongst others.
And then Marcus wants what we mean by success.
Yeah, because like he says in kayfabe, who's more successful, Roderick Strong or Honky Tonk Man?
So,
Roddy's been on TV for 15 years, bunch of great matches, made decent money. Honky Tonk Man had a run on top for 2 years, but a character that will live forever.
Yeah, so here's my... I'm going to answer Marcus's part first, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I think the ultimate measure of success in professional wrestling is. Money. If you are a professional wrestler that has been able to make money to live off of with as your sole income is professional wrestling. You're able to make enough money and to do it for a long enough time that you don't have to get a regular job again. I think that's a pretty big indicator of success, right? I think that's the goal for everybody, right? Championships are great, all that stuff is great. But if you can make money, I think there's enough wrestlers out there that are deserving of being on TV and contracts that never get it. The championships don't matter that much. I think it's making that money is the ultimate goal of any wrestler. Of course, it's nice to main event a WrestleMania, and it's nice to be world champions, and it's nice to do all this stuff, and But I think if you can make money while living your dream, which is wrestling is a dream job, right? Nobody's like, all right, I'm out of high school. Let me check to see what I'm going to make the most money at. Yeah. Oh shit, it's I can either be a doctor or a pro wrestler. It's a dream job, right? So if you can be a person that can make enough money, because I can't even say TV or championships, because then you look at like Cardona, who hasn't been on TV in how long and is having probably the most success of his entire career.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, memory is nice. Having a lasting impression is nice. All that sort of stuff. But if I think your success is the baseline of success is if you can make money as a professional wrestler, and that's your job. I think that's a pretty goddamn indicator of success, because a lot of people don't. There's way more wrestlers that don't
that burn out
than do.
Yeah.
But of course, championships. I think Timsy's side of the question is a little more who's going to be another champion.
And Timsy kind of says too.
Yeah.
Like who's going to be Okada and Roman Reigns? Undeniable number ones.
Okay. So it's tough, right? Because a lot of stars that are catching on now are finally getting their shot are older guys, right? I think Eddie Kingston, given the opportunity, could carry and do anything in this business. But Eddie's not a young man.
Yeah.
I think LA Knight got on really great with WWE and has a lot of potential, but he's an old man.
Did you see that little, I guess there was an interview with Shawn Michaels about LA Knight today? I didn't read the whole interview. I saw like the little excerpt though where LA Knight was on a chopping block a bunch to get fired. Mm-hmm. And he kept saying, no, we can't. He's in storyline. Mm. And because he was a big LA Knight guy. Mm. And he even says, if you can't see that this fucker's got it, then what are we doing?
Took him a long time to see it.
Yeah.
But let's see. So we've had this conversation sort of in Japan wise about like Okada, since it was mentioned there. I don't know that there's an Okada right now in New Japan. I don't see an Okada. I wasn't watching when Okada came in. Dog medicine. I don't.
Bugsy, take your pills.
I wasn't watching when Okada came in all those years ago. So like I don't know if it was that obvious. It certainly looks that way.
Oh, it was, brother.
So I don't see an Okada. I see some guys who are going to fill a spot at the top of a card, but I don't see an Okada. I'm partial to Shooter. You're more partial to Huge Suge. Yeah. But to skip ahead to Japan, I think the company sees a lot in Kosai Fujita from this week.
They do, but I don't know if you can get that.
I don't know.
I do agree with what you're saying. I don't know if there's a next Okada.
I don't see another Okada or another Tanahashi there. I just don't.
Shooter can get there.
They can get there. But there's
Tsuji can get there. Right. But I don't see it with Ren Narita. I don't see it with Fujita.
Fujita had a really good showing, but I don't see him becoming that level.
Fujita can, and the thing is too, I feel like he's going to be more junior.
Right, he's going to be a junior for a while. But so you can always graduate up. But like New Japan's in a hard spot because I don't see another one there. And a lot of the big stars in Japan are older guys.
Yeah.
You even look at like All Japan, you look at like Miyahara, he's been there forever.
Yeah.
You look at Nakajima has been wrestling a long time, Keno's been wrestling a long time. So you can't really slot those guys into those positions, right?
I think the guy, and this might be a bit of I don't know, maybe a long shot. I think if he leaves Noah and he's positioned correctly.
I was just going to say this, yes.
Kaito Kiyomiya.
Right, Kaito Kiyomiya. But they've treated him, they got to do rehab. They let Okada punk his ass out so much, rightfully so.
Rightfully so, because he's Okada.
But you should have given him that win, and now he's not going to get it. No. He's Okada's bitch. I thought for sure he was going to get that fucking comeuppance, and he never did.
Nope.
But the kid's got it. He's got the look and the talent and the youth.
But when Noah doesn't respect you,
right? It's
your
tough.
own home company doesn't respect
it's tough, right? Yeah. I think AEW-wise, if they stop forgetting he's on their fucking roster, I think Takeshita has one of the highest ceilings in that whole fucking company.
I agree.
I think his movements in the ring, I think just the way he wrestles and the presence that he has, he can do whatever he wants. I don't know if AEW is going to figure that out. And going back to DDT, as much as I'm happy that he's there, I think Takeshita could easily, it would take a while for the home crowd to get used to him, but like step him into a New Japan and he pretty much takes over that company.
Yeah, I mean, like
he's too fucking naturally talented of a wrestler.
Yeah, Hook, no,
nope.
Daniel Garcia, no,
not yet. Hasn't clicked.
I like Daniel Garcia. I
like him too.
I just don't see that. Mm-hmm. No, give him the ball, let him run.
No,
we've been championing it for a while. Swerve, I think right now is your guy up.
Right,
it's him.
Right.
14-minute matches with Jeff Hardy ain't helping.
Nope.
But he can be the guy to run with it.
I don't think Max is in that position to be that kind of guy.
Nope.
And it's tough because, again, AEW's got some old people too. And WWE's full of elderly wrestlers as far as it really is. Gunther's a younger guy. I think Carmelo Hayes has a ton of potential. I just don't know. I just don't know how it's going to translate. It's tough. It's tough because NXT isn't NXT. NXT is. I saw somebody else say this, but like NXT is for people who aren't ready, who actually aren't going to make it to the main roster. That's how NXT feels.
Because you look like how long Carmelo Hayes has been down there.
Right.
Steiner's kid's been down there forever,
and they're not developing. They don't have it. There. They don't have it. Especially not like years past have had it. So it's tough.
I agree with you on the success part. If you have made enough money where you could just live off of wrestling,
live off wrestling,
that's your success.
Congratulations.
Legacy is fine, man. At the end of the day, like, what do you want to be remembered for? Like your better matches, or it's all. I think success is whatever you define it.
Right.
If you just make it to WWE, you could say, "Yeah, I have a success story." If that's how you define it,
if you're able to live your dream of professional wrestling. And not just be a dude that has to go to some office job and traveling all weekend and all. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying, like, I think it is a level of success that only 10% of professional wrestlers on the planet get.
Yeah.
Is to actually make a living and retire a professional wrestler. Just what it is.
Yeah.
But But I don't know. I think Street Profits had a ton of potential at one time.
Yeah, they kind of fell by the wayside. I even look at like some of the women. I think Rhea is like, I mean, she's been on top now for a while doing the Judgment Day thing, and she's been a main focal point of that company. And it's like she can kind of carry the ball, you know, let her run with it a little bit. But other than that, WWE, I don't really see.
I don't watch enough, but I don't see anybody that really stands out to me. There's plenty.
They're top of their cards already. It's already top heavy,
right? Exactly.
You know, nobody's really on the come up. Unless you like say Gunther, right?
And there's guys I really enjoy, like Takeshita,
absolutely,
and like I think Top Flight has a ton of potential to be like a top level tag team guys, but like I don't know, I people aren't clicking. I don't see that generational talent. I think WWE has had that hard time for a while because they kind of forced Roman into that mold. 3-4 years ago, Roman wasn't looked at as a generational talent.
No, they looked at as a flop.
And they forced him into that mold, and it worked.
Yeah, but
it doesn't always work.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's tough.
He was on the road that Cena was on, where it's just everybody's sick of seeing this guy. This ain't the guy. Yeah, it ended up working with Cena. Cena, the whole polarizing playing into that. Still getting booed a ton. You know, Roman, it was the same thing.
Right.
So whoever's decision it was to turn him heel, best thing you did for him. Because he would have flamed out.
Yeah. Right.
You know, people were sick of him already.
Yeah, for sure. And it's not that I don't see anybody who's going to be good and who isn't going to hold titles and be champion and sort of all that stuff. Somebody's got to fill those roles. I think Swerve, like you said, is the guy right now. I don't see a generational talent. I don't see a guy like a Tanahashi that can carry a company through hard times. I don't see somebody like Okada who is this generational once in a lifetime talent. I don't see anybody having it, and that's tough.
Yeah,
but there's plenty of talented people. That clear superstar, I don't have a feeling for any of them yet. Masked Horse.
Well, of course. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Tim. Hope to see you on Saturday, my dear friend.
Yes.
Marcus, unfortunately, will not be making the trek.
Yeah, well,
that's okay.
That's fine.
I'll miss you, pal. But that's all right.
Uninvited.
No, you better not.
That's true.
All right, well, I guess we're going to do
Terry Funk.
Mr. Terry Funk.
A word from Terry Funk before we, as we prepare for our trip to Japan.
This is Jimmy Hart, baby, the mouth of the South. And you know what? We have just purchased this time Terry Funk and Jimmy Hart from the WWF because I want everybody in Boston to realize this, baby, that we're going to get a fair shake this Saturday night at 8 p.m. right there in the Boston Garden. So we bought this time ourselves. But right now, I want to bring in the bad man from Texas, the one and only terrible Terry Funk.
If I could perform a miracle, I would like to pick up Boston along with 2,000 cats and put them directly in the middle of the desert, and immediately those cats would start covering up Boston with sand because Boston stinks, and so does the junkyard dog stink. And what I want to do is I want the junkyard dog back in the ring. I wanted to look for other things. I wanted to go ahead and have a chance at Hulk Hogan and the World's Championship. I wanted Tito Santana. But no, the junkyard dog, that egg-sucking dog in Boston, messed with my manager, a 159-pound wimp. Well, let me tell you something. This 159-pound wimp is a man. This 159-pound wimp does have heart. He does have guts. And let me tell you, I'm going to take you, junkyard dog, and I'm going to beat on you and beat on you so I never have to mess with you again. And I'm going to make you submit and lie in that middle of that ring. And I'm going to grab that microphone. And what are you going to go ahead and say? You're going to say that you quit, that you're through, but you can't be through then, because I'm going to give my manager 1 minute 1 minute right in the ring with you to do whatever he wants to you. And I can't allow him any more than a minute because there wouldn't be anything left of you. Tell him what you're going to do to him, Hart. Tell him what you're going to do to him.
I'm going to scratch your eyes out, and I'm going to pull every hair on your head out, and I'm going to run up and down your back with my boots, you understand that?
My man.
And then I'm going to take this branding iron, and I'm going to brand you and humiliate you, and we're going to run you out of Boston Gardens. Saturday night, 8 p.m., be there.
Hey, we made it.
That's how that song goes, right? The bumper.
Yes, exactly.
All right, good. Glad we got that out.
Yes, I'm glad that you don't even have to play it now.
You know, they do call me the Tony Iommi of the mouth guitar,
That's true.
right?
You are the Tony Iommi of the mouth guitar. That is true. You play a mean mouth guitar, I've been told.
Yeah.
He taught Richie Sambora everything he knows about the mouth guitar.
Yeah, I even told him to put bad medicine on the flip side of his guitar.
That's right.
What a video that is.
Insane. Speaking of, I was watching Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back last night. I think I just filled the cup.
Yeah.
What a motion picture.
That's a masterpiece.
It is a masterpiece. Anyway.
Just like Roadhouse is a masterpiece.
Exactly, another masterpiece. So, I'm out of drink.
That was a drink. That wasn't a vape pen.
Yeah.
It sounded like a vape pen.
Nope, it was a drink.
All right, let's do.
It sounded like a bong. So before we get into the one thing that everybody's...
It's crazy we started recording this in a jacuzzi. Right. All these bubblers around. You're going to pass out.
I'm all lightheaded. So before we talk about New Japan, the one match everybody's talking about, and I get to finally have my airing of the grievances with Okada.
Oh, you have beef with them?
We got beef. I watched DDT Sweet Dreams 2024 tour in Shinagawa. The main event for the DDT Universal title, Mao versus Brian Keith.
Yeah, I saw this happened.
It was good. The man is all over the place. I respect it. I watched this because I respect the hustle. He comes out and the crowd does not react.
Nope. Kind of figured they wouldn't.
Sadly. Almost no reaction. He gets them a little bit later on. There's not much reaction for anybody, really. There's no commentary on the show.
So Ed is Ed's favorite show of the year then, apparently. Was it a one cam, no commentary type deal?
Yeah,
Well, Ed loved it then.
But Mao hits an amazing one, Asai moonsault in it. It is a good match. I'm just bringing it up because I appreciate Brian Keith's tenacity, his gumption, his
intestinal fortitude.
No, not so much that, but his hustle. Like, the man is on AEW every week. He's flying to Japan. He's all over the place. That takes hustle. He main events here, and he looks good in the match. But yeah, I was just like, wow, he's really everywhere these last couple of weeks. So good for him. I like him. I think AEW is probably going to give him a bit of a contract. I don't know if there's much that we're going to see him do. He's not going to be winning a ton of matches. Maybe he'll be in next year's Continental Classic and win a match or two. Yeah. But yeah, that's all. DDT, Mao's awesome. We're going to see Mao in a little bit. And, it was good for Brian Keith.
We are going to see Mao. That makes me happy.
And Takeshi, though.
That is true. So, New Japan has a Road to New Beginnings shows right now. I was going to watch Desperado versus Kanemaru for the junior title.
Hold on. Before you say why you didn't watch it, it's the same reason. If I read and it says there's interference from House of Torture, I don't watch the match.
I shit you not.
Yeah.
I had the match on. I was watching the little preview for it, and I go, wait a minute. I go, there's going to be House of Torture. I go, I'm not watching it. Same reason I didn't watch Shota Umino against Red Narita. Right. Number one, that's a 35-minute match.
Jesus.
That main event at Cork at 35 minutes.
That's crazy.
I'm not watching with fucking anything House of Torture. I'm not watching. Can't do it.
Everything
not
online
do it.
Is saying that they're good matches, and I'm sure they are. But
I'm not missing anything.
Nope.
No.
I'm not. I can't. I can't watch anything House of Torture. It's literal torture.
Yeah, I've seen people saying, oh well the interference is minimal. Too much.
I don't give a shit.
I hate it. That is what Tim asked weeks ago about, like, what's turn the channel or
House of Torture.
Yep, get it off.
It's not even turn the channel. I won't even put the channel on.
Nope, I don't want to watch it.
If advertised, I will skip their match.
Yeah, you can tell me it's a
because I was actually
9-star match.
Right,
I ain't watching.
I was actually kind of excited because I like Kanemaru.
Yeah, I want to see him in a good main event for Despy's first defense.
Right, but like I was like,
I'm all set.
There's gonna be House of Torture stuff. Like there's no avoiding it. If there's a House of Torture member in the match, there's House of Torture interference, and I'm just not interested. I haven't been interested in the last year of them doing it. I'm not fucking interested in them doing it now.
Kind of funny when Dick Togo first came there. Yep. Now I just don't care.
Yep. Right.
The dick's gone soft. Okay, right. That's the way I look at it.
Terrible bullshit. So,
but what's not terrible bullshit?
Yes.
The co-main event of Night 3's Road to a New Beginning show. This is at Cork and Hall. Mm-hmm. Never openweight 6-man titles.
Yeah.
You have the champs Tanahashi, Ishii, and Kazuchika Okada in his last appearance at Cork and Hall.
Yep.
Going up against TMDK, which was Shane Haste, Mikey Nichols, and Kosai Fujita.
Yes.
I love TMDK's new shirt. I kind of want it. It's a simple shirt, which I like. Yeah, man. I mean, this match is fucking awesome.
It's really good.
It's super fun. Kosai Fujita gets a lot of shine. Obviously, Okada, the crowd is super emotional for him.
And Fujita pushes and prods Okada until Okada's like, all right, I'm going to just be a prick.
I'm beating up you young little bitches.
Absolutely.
I loved the end of the match.
Yeah.
I loved Okada hitting the elbow drop, Okada hitting the Rainmaker pose, Okada hitting the Rainmaker.
Yeah.
I loved that everybody cleared the ring. Nobody was even on the apron when this happened.
Right.
Just to kind of give him that moment.
Yeah. So.
What are you going to say?
Why don't have him lose the belts here?
You don't have to.
Is it that big of a deal though to have him keep them? I don't think it is, right? I think if you highlight Kosai Fujita as much as you do in this match, and you have him spend most of this match going toe to toe with Okada, I don't see why you can't also give him the win and help his star rise a little bit.
Here's a thought.
I'm not saying have him pin Okada, but he could easily pin like Tana or Ishii.
Here's a thought. Do these belts go away? What more are you getting out of these belts?
That's true.
You just had probably the best trio team to hold it.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it's kind of done.
Maybe.
If I'm New Japan, I retire it. Let them go.
Yeah.
There's no need for these belts.
Okay.
Focus more on your tag division. Focus more on your junior tag.
Yeah.
You don't really need trios belts at this point.
Yeah.
Trios belts used to be like, and they've never been a big thing, really.
No.
Now you have AEW with theirs, Ring of Honor with theirs.
And I can make the argument that AEW should go away.
I honestly agree.
Yeah.
So do you really need them?
They only
Is it a pressing matter to fill these fill these belts?
They only work when your tag division is blowing up and you can't get everybody in the tag division up on top. So you do a 6-man tag so that you can put some people there. And New Japan's tag division stinks. They don't focus on it. AEW's tag division stinks. They don't focus on it.
When you don't focus on your tag division, what's going to make you focus on a trio?
6-man are only good when the tag division is overflowing with riches. And but I don't know anybody's tag division that's overflowing with riches right now.
No. Nope. So that's why I kind of think, let them go.
Okay.
Just let it fade away.
Yes.
No need to have trios champs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a nice goodbye to Okada at Cork.
Listen, I mean, it's a nice goodbye if you like seeing Tomohiro Ishii cry. Because that's what happens.
He cries backstage.
Because Okada makes him cries in the ring.
I didn't really cry in the ring.
He cried in the ring. He teared up in the ring. He showed emotion in the ring.
He did not.
He showed him. I can show it to you when Okada on commentary says like Ishii put these belts on me.
How does that make you feel?
Right, exactly. It's heartbreaking. And
he's crying.
He was getting all choked up in the ring. He cries backstage. And I just think Okada's a big old meanie. He's a meanie weenie. And I think he needs to apologize.
What if he takes Ishii with him?
I mean, that's fine. But I think he's a meanie weenie for making Big Tom Ishii cry. And I don't know that I can forgive him. But I did say earlier that there was a thing about Okada that I thought of.
With dolls?
Yes. So we were discussing where he's going to go, and he's undecided.
Who's going to get him a doll faster?
And I could make the argument that he should go to WWE.
So you get a doll.
Because we can get an Okada figure pretty quick.
I already have an Okada figure. I have 2 Okada figures.
Right. But a WWE Elite would be better than both of those figures.
Not the one.
What one?
The one's like the little, like, almost ceramic statue thing.
The Chara Pro, like the one where he stands up? Yeah.
That one's awesome.
But it's an older Okada. It's a younger Okada. It's an older figure. He's got, whatever. It's not quite Rainmaker yet.
You want an Ultimate with him with the robe.
Right. Let's
that's
do
Rainmaker Okada.
Well, kind of. But let's get a Elite Okada action figure. The Super 7 is fine.
I want an Ultimate Okada.
Okay. Or an Ultimate, whatever.
Fucking Elite.
That's fine. But WWE can get him. We can have a Kazuchika Okada or whatever his name, Kendall Gray, whatever his name is now.
Stop it, you.
On the shelves.
You just want to
that'd be kind of
cool.
him
there just for figures.
It'd be fun. Yeah, why not?
All right.
Let's get everybody in New Japan into one of those companies so they can make action figures. Because here's the thing: AEW ain't cranking out action figures anytime soon.
Did you buy the Shinsuke Nakamura Ultimate?
No. Yeah.
Didn't buy that though.
That was before I really started collecting, and I've thought about it.
Get it for pretty cheap.
Yeah, you get it pretty cheap. Mm-hmm. But that's too late now. I'm paring down my collection. So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. But also, I like Nakamura, but I've seen way more Okada than I have Nakamura. So
just go back and watch.
I'm not saying he's not great, and he is.
How dare you?
But I've been this podcast the extension of this, or the extended period of this podcast, has been Nakamura in the WWE. So I haven't watched a Nakamura match in ages.
Okay.
But we can get an Okada.
You don't support his surfing habit, I understand.
No, I don't. Absolutely not. I think surfing is for idiots, unless your name is Johnny Utah. That's it.
It's a Hibode. I love that video so much. FBI agent, baby.
Agent, baby.
What's the spiritual side of it? I am an FBI agent, baby.
But for real, it is very emotional for Okada. It's his last time at Kurikan.
Yeah.
Everybody's tears. Okada says he doesn't want to cry and then immediately cries. He's got 2 matches or 3 matches left as a freelancer, he said.
That's it.
And we don't know what they are yet, right? So I imagine it's going to be...
No, the last match, him, Tanahashi.
Oh, that they did announce that as his last match. Okay, that makes sense.
That's on that crazy New Beginning card.
Oh, okay.
That also has Danielson, Zack Sabre Jr. And the 5-on-5 cage match.
So that's the right way to do it. You know, they're going to cry through that whole thing. But give him a little bit of a send-off.
I'm going to be an emotional bitch that night.
But we'll see where he goes.
I think it's on a Sunday night. Like a Saturday and a Sunday. I'm going to watch that live. That's it.
Saturday night.
That's it. Did you buy anything?
Nope.
No,
in fact, I canceled something that's going to shock you.
What'd you cancel?
I canceled my 3 Faces of Foley pack.
Why?
Saturday, I don't want it. I'm not. I don't have room. I'm not going to open it. I'm not chasing the 3 autographs from Mick anymore. I have the Hell in the Cell, and I have the ECW Cactus, and the fact that it was $100 for 3 elites that are normally $22 to $25 in stores. You're marking me up another $25 for your poorly designed packaging. So I canceled it.
I didn't even buy it in the first place.
No, you never did?
No.
I don't want it.
No, I'm saving money for WrestleMania weekend.
Thing. Yeah, I was seriously. I've sold about $1,000 worth of stuff on eBay this month. Video games, comics, all other shit. I sold a Star Wars ST DuPont pen for $250.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Right, I was given a Star Wars pen when it looked like I was quitting my job in anger. My supervisor called me into his office one day and gifted me a Star Wars pen. It's ST DuPont, which is a very high-end pen for my desk.
Sure.
And it's an X-wing, and the body is the pen, and it comes off, and it writes beautifully. And like the ends of the wings are the refillable pen things, and like it's this beautiful pen that I've never used, I never opened, and I just sold it for $250 on eBay.
I probably would get rid of that too.
I never use it.
No need for it.
Right, don't need it.
Yeah.
But it was like a bribe to keep me at the job. I ended up leaving a couple weeks later anyway.
Smart man, cashed out.
But yeah, I'm paring stuff down, and I just looked at that, and I was like, I don't know why you're charging me $25 for these figures, and somebody's gonna sell them Lucy eventually somewhere.
You would think, yeah.
And, all I would need is the Dude Love,
really,
because I have the other 2. So
yeah, I never bought them.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I just never did.
Yeah.
I planned on it.
Plus, if they don't sell out, maybe they'll be in a ringside sale eventually.
Yeah, you would think, right?
Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, dropping 3 figures on like a set like that, that's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I don't drop triple digits on figures. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think the only time I dropped triple digits is when I pre-ordered the first New Japan set.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I bought trading cards, card pros on whatnot, selling a bunch of Japanese cards. So I bought a bunch of shit, which I don't have everything. One of them was a gift for somebody who will be in the house on Saturday.
Oh.
And I will show you the card because it's hilarious. Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. So the price was very right, my friend.
I got some penny sleeves around if you need a penny sleeve for it.
Nope, we're all good.
Okay,
Yep.
All right.
So I bought a bunch of cards. Let's just say my Muto collection is through the roof now, my friend.
Nice.
Speaking of Muda, I pre-ordered that Bandai figure.
I almost did.
Oh, I did. I went for it.
I looked at that price and I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I went for it.
Yeah.
It's Muda.
Yeah, right.
Had to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's coming with a spray head.
Yeah, that's bizarre.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool, but I'm not dropping that.
Oh, that reminds me. Hold on. Let me look.
Uh-oh.
I might do a live purchase thingy. Listen
Live
to me.
purchase thingy.
Never mind. It's still up. I gotta. Well, pre-order estimated late February. I need to do that Despy figure still. The Chase.
Yeah.
Because those figures are great. I'm not gonna buy that, but I haven't yet. But yeah, that's all I bought. So there you go. I don't know. That's it.
Okay.
So you want to finish up and get to the Rumbler?
That's it. That's all we got to do.
Yep.
I'll do the plugs. We'll get to the Rumbler. Thanks for listening, everybody. This has been We Need Wrestling. You can find us at We Need Wrestling on social media, WeNeedWrestling.com. All pod catchers and pod chasers and pod uppers and pod downers.
I don't want any of those.
We're all over that. We're a proud member of the soon-to-be-named network at STBN Network on social media, soon-to-be-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. I did not shame you, Joe, for not naming the not doing the plugs 2 weeks ago. No, he said that he was shamed into not doing it because he didn't do the plugs. I'm just better than you. That's all.
You're shooting another angle with him
no,
for
I'm not
some
shooting
reason?
an angle at all.
Right.
I love Joe. But he might be shooting angles with people, but he's not shooting angles with me.
So he doesn't have Twitter anymore.
That's true.
Can't do anything anymore.
That's true. He knows. He knows what he's doing.
Oh boy.
So, but look at all the other podcasts there. Look at all the TNM shows, Final Wrestling Place, our other show, Wings on Wings, At Odds with Wrestling, Longbox Heroes After Dark, Final Wrestling Place. Did I say that already? I did. Puzzle Warriors 3, Profane Argument. I don't even know. Hayabusa, if that ever happens again, but probably not. Because Ed's just a silly boy doing silly bits, and he's also banned from Twitter.
Everybody's losing their access.
Everybody's losing access. But give a listen, give a like, check out Patreons, check us out on YouTube, do all that happy horse shit, and we'll be back next week with talking about the Rumble and everything else that's going on. Yeah, I guess I leave you now with the last appearance of 2024 of the Royal Rumbler, covering the Rumble of 2008.
Very good. And hey, happy birthday, Jay Briscoe.
Oh, happy birthday, Jay Briscoe.
Hey, DJ.
Hey, Brett. I didn't put the cans on.
No, that's what I was kind of waiting for you to do.
That's
but
all right.
All right, that's
I
okay.
can hear you. We're
hey,
good.
this is it. This is the final week.
Oh, it is
of Royal Rumbler season
of 2024. This is the
featuring the Royal Rumbler.
It might not be the last week we have the Royal Rumbler on, but it is the last time we live watch a Royal Rumble from days past, from yesteryear.
Until next year or forever?
Until next year. You're not off the hook.
No, you're stuck with us forever.
You guys are just planning on the world lasting a really long fucking time.
Well, you're gonna have to.
2024. I think that this might be the last year.
If you're gonna stop watching the Rumbles, you're gonna have to divorce me.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, was that like a confirmation?
No, that was like all right. I don't want to do that, so I guess I'm stuck.
Right, for now. But yes.
No,
so,
I love you. Just by my better judgment.
Thank you. That's so, you're so rude to me. We have queued up on the cock.
Yes.
The award-winning cock, once again.
If you keep saying that every time, then...
The award-winning cock?
What?
The award-winning cock?
Yeah.
That's what it's on. It's on the cock.
So this is from January 27th, 2008.
Yes.
2008.
Coming to you live from Madison
Michelle and I
Square
were together
Garden.
for a year.
This is Michelle, by the way.
And I was not watching wrestling at this time.
That's right. You were like, I don't even watch wrestling anymore.
I was
and
out.
Then we got married, and then you're like, psych. I watch
listen,
it
psych,
literally every minute of
I
every
had to
day.
I had to set the hook, you know what I mean?
It's true. Hook.
No, I was I don't know this Rumble. This is going to be pretty new to me. Maybe I'll recognize
That's
it.
what excites me about
But
this, too.
I was
This
I
is
was
new
out.
for you two. You two are experiencing this.
Yeah,
together.
it's not that I didn't watch like old wrestling on YouTube and stuff, but I was out on new wrestling at this point.
You're out on the current product.
I was not watching current product. There was no competition.
There were
Wasn't
no
watching
wrestling
TNA.
toys in our home at all.
Nope.
Your home's so much better off now that there's wrestling.
See?
There's not. There's not. It's not. I don't know. I don't know
What's going on?
I mean, listen. I just want to. I don't want to bring up a sad thing, but the house we were in when this Royal Rumble
God damn
aired
it.
burned down and had no wrestling figures in it, and this house has wrestling figures in it and has not burned down.
What a point. You can't argue that.
Well, don't just throw that out there. Now the universe is going to be like,
I'm knocking on
hold my
wood.
beer.
We're okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Knock on that wood again. Thank
See?
you.
Don't knock too hard though, but you'll think somebody's at the door.
That's true.
So
you little
I got it
sweet
loaded
puppy.
up on the cock. I am at 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 23 seconds for those wanting to watch along. It is a black screen. It is right before they cut to the outside of MSG.
What a different time 2008 was for us all.
super weird
Yo,
time.
for real.
We elected Barack Obama. He had like a whole ass pandemic plan that we never thought we'd use. And
I was 6 months out of high school.
Wow.
Yep.
I was working in a warehouse.
I was a fresh 6 months out of high school here.
that was the year I started back at Penn Foster, where I worked for years and then ended up on the executive team. And
What
then I
year-
was like,
what
I'm
day
a
did this
sellout.
air?
I quit.
January 27th, 2008.
27th. So this is a year and 20 days we've been dating.
Oh,
Aw, that's adorable.
No.
What's
That,
this year's
that math is wrong.
23 days.
23 days.
This year's Rumble's
fourth.
also on January 27th.
Well, there
to
you
be
go.
clear, I could tell by his face that he remembers our anniversary. He just didn't subtract.
I didn't
correctly.
subtract. I did my math. My math was really terribly.
Listen, the
That was
effort
real
was
bad.
there.
Yeah. It's because Buggy's licking my sock.
Yeah, that was
currently.
real weird.
Super weird. Buggy's here. Hopefully she doesn't make any noise.
Yeah.
But we're gonna. Oh, there she is.
She licked the microphone.
She licked the microphone.
She did, like David Lee Roth.
All right, I'm gonna hit play. Let's get this 2008 Rumble. Michelle, this is gonna be really interesting for you and for
For the
me.
both of you. I'm excited.
So
I don't know if I know any of these people.
you definitely will.
you will.
I still think that John Cena will just come out 30
1
times.
hour, 46 seconds, or 46 minutes,
many
23
times?
seconds.
30 times. He's going to come out.
Hitting play in
It's
3,
all John Cena.
2,
And then John
1.
Cena wins.
Play.
Beautiful.
It's sold
Beautiful
out.
Madison
Yep.
Square Garden.
They sold out the Madison Square Garden and the Borders
And the
next
Borders,
door.
Right. They're having a watch party at the Borders.
Yeah.
Oh, the all-new Nissan Rogue.
They would have had it at WWF New York, but that was long gone by then.
Yeah.
It is my pleasure to introduce the world's most famous ring announcer and voice of champions, Michael.
I like how they have their ring
Who?
announcer announcing the ring announcer.
Who
Michael
the fuck
Buffer.
is this guy? The most famous
Michael
ring
Buffer. You know
announcer.
Michael
I don't
Buffer?
fucking know this guy.
You will.
I've never seen him in my life.
You,
Come on now. Tim,
He's gonna say, "Let's
take a
get
shot.
ready to rumble."
yeah, that's this guy.
That's what he's gonna say.
He owns the trademark to that.
Oh, okay.
He charges, it's like $5 million or something for him to get up and do this.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, dude. He owns the trademark on Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
The superstars who drew number 1 and number 2 will start. Once the match begins, another superstar will enter,
They really just fucking zoomed in on that guy returning to his seat with his beer in an awkward way. And, like, he noticed. It was really weird.
I'm sorry. I went really high, but he has been paid $1 million to come in and say, let's get ready to rumble.
Let's get ready to
But
rumble.
normally it's between $25,000 and $100,000.
Hey, I'll do it for like $20,000. I'll do it for like $3,000. Honestly,
classic Madison Square Garden entrance.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a short entrance.
Yeah, real short.
So he's going over the rules, Shell. You know the rules.
but they're not going to show it.
No.
He's just going to name them.
Yep.
He's just talking through it.
Talking it out.
I don't know if I like that.
30.
I've still never seen the Rumble. Not the Rumble. I've still never been to Madison Square Garden for a wrestling show. For anything, really.
I am fascinated by his
I've been
voice.
outside it. But yeah. The coolest spot would be right there on that little tiny ramp. That's awesome.
Yeah. Being there for that New Japan show was pretty cool.
You think they do Supercard of Honor there ever? You think if they do Mania back in New York somewhere?
They would never be able to run it.
No.
Can you imagine if you're this guy and you're like, call your mom and you're like, I got a job. And she's like, what do you do? And he's like, I say, let's get ready to rumble. And she's like, well, I don't know what you mean. He's like, well, I'm a wrestling announcer. And I say, let's get ready to rumble.
He's a boxing announcer.
Oh, he's a boxing one.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know.
Yep.
My point is, this is a lame job.
Then his brother Bruce, I know, what a stupid name.
What a stupid name.
He looks like a Bruce.
He does the UFC stuff.
Yeah.
What's this guy's name? Not Bruce.
Michael Buffer. Who's
coming out first?
Oh, is the Undertaker coming out first?
See, you know the first guy.
Yeah, look at you.
I know him by his music. That doesn't.
Yeah, that's also impressive. It's either Undertaker or Hell's Bells. You're either a big AC/DC fan or Undertaker fan.
I fucking hate AC/DC so much.
So do I.
Todd listen to this. That's his favorite band.
I love you, Todd.
You know,
I don't
Todd
respect
definitely
that.
listens to podcasts.
Todd
He
definitely
loves
listens to this podcast specifically.
Well, I don't respect that. I don't respect anybody whose favorite band is AC/DC, but I do love Todd.
Okay, so he's back to he was already, obviously, because we watched it on 3, taking care of business.
Yeah.
That is a
So he's
deep
back.
V.
He's back.
I'm going to say that's a deep fucking V.
And he still has Sarah tattooed on his
He
neck.
sure does. I don't think they were divorced yet.
No, that's crazy.
I'm fascinated.
He's looking good.
Okay, so like
phenomenal.
his whole thing wasn't always like, let me wear this fucking dance leotard, was it?
Nope.
No, he used to wear pajamas.
Essentially, yeah, we wore pajamas.
Yeah.
Then he decided, hey, I'm going to get fat and just wear biker pants.
Mark's on the chicken and rice here.
I don't know.
Mark's on the chicken and rice
here.
Mark's on the chicken and rice here. Look at the pectorals. Look at the pectoral definition.
Is his real life name Mark?
Yeah, Mark Calloway.
I don't like that.
Before WWE, he was Mean Mark Callis.
Yep.
That really takes the wind out of my sails.
And also Texas Red.
Yeah, Booger Red.
Booger Red.
I'll explain that to you tomorrow night.
Yeah. But
I don't like it.
Yeah, he looks like $1 million fucking bucks.
He's
here,
in
man.
great shape here.
Oh, and he kept this look for a while.
He did, yeah.
What is his like weird
tattoo?
Neck tattoo.
It's a Sarah. It's his ex-wife's name.
Oh, what a bad idea
Yeah,
that
dude,
was.
chicken and rice.
Look at him.
Don't get your partner's name tattooed on you. Just little advice from Michelle.
Brother. He is on.
Michelle, you're going to get a DJ tattooed on your throat?
You should.
I'm not.
Just so much chicken and rice.
Oh my god.
He's got a little bit of an undercut, like the sides are shaved in. Yeah. Holy shit.
We're kicking this motherfucker off.
Oh, is this Shawn Michaels?
Yep.
Sure
How's his
is.
eye doing?
Oh, you're in for a treat, Michelle. I don't.
Is this when it happens?
I didn't. I didn't see this Rumble, but I can know by the time frame that eye is looking the other way already.
Sure is.
I like that he just cut the entire, like he just is wearing a t-shirt like a fucking
He's
apron.
wearing a chachi.
He's wearing a chachi.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm cursing excessively. I'm sorry.
Doug used to wear chachis.
Yeah, he's wearing a chachi.
Doug, bring back the chachi.
I don't like anything about this look, but
No? Sean's a good-looking dude.
Okay, he's just.
I mean,
giving
he's
praise to the
really
Lord.
not. I don't know where
You say he's really hot?
No, I said he's really not.
Oh, I think he's really hot. I was like, ugh.
No.
Oh, Chelly.
No.
So coincidentally, since last week you watched the Sensational Sherry promo, she sings "Sexy Boy."
Yeah.
Well,
His entrance music. That's her
Let's-
singing.
let's
it's
fire
her moaning
her.
in the beginning.
You're
I
fired,
mean, God
Sherry.
did fire her. So, but
oh. Well,
Yeah.
starting
Look
out
at this
hot.
star.
Poor dead Sherry.
Look at
Yeah. Oh, he's still got a little bit of that.
Yeah, he's gonna
that
throw
dog-
one of them big old
why
soup
is he
balls.
boxing?
he got a little bit of that dog in him still.
Yeah, he did. He's
What do
ready
we
to fucking
What do we
throw.
call these pants that aren't quite chaps? They're like a built-in chap.
Oh, what?
It's like chaps, but
yeah,
they're
'cause it's
like
design-
a panel.
It's designed that way.
It's
yeah,
designed
yeah,
to look like chaps.
Because he used to wear chaps.
But do they have like a name?
No.
I want them to be like naps, not chaps. I want them to have a name.
That was sick.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Oof,
Fo-
big
his
old
faux-
soup bowl.
his
What
faux
does he have on
chaps.
the? What does Taker have on the side? Does he a devil?
Yeah.
All right, I get it. I guess.
There are, I believe, 6 commentators during this match.
Really?
That's too many.
Yeah. There's Jim Ross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Cole, JR, Jerry, Taz, Joey Styles.
Oh God.
Who's Joey Styles? I don't like him just from his name.
Oh, so
I'm sorry
ECW,
if that's
WWE,
unfair.
ECW existed at this time.
Sure does.
Oh shit. All right.
What?
I wasn't really watching.
What existed?
WWE brought back ECW, the only ECW to make money.
I don't understand what that means.
That's fine. All right.
This is just the worst cut of pants on Shawn Michaels.
That's
Let's
funny.
just, can we taper
I'm
this shit
gonna
a little?
take the. I'm gonna just test Titan time here. I like that he has like a
That
fake
felt
girdle in the
fast.
back.
I don't know this guy. Who's this guy?
Oh, geez, Santino Marella.
Yeah. This is,
Serious,
Marella.
Santino?
this is Santino Marella.
Is he serious? He looks serious.
Uh,
Like no
I think he's like-
no Cobra, right?
no, this is pre-Cobra.
This man's a piece of shit.
What's he
but-
doing? He looks like he walked out here and he's like, oh shit, these guys are better than me.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's exactly what happened.
yeah. I didn't know he had a back tattoo. I don't remember that about
Yeah,
him.
big old lion.
It's a lion.
Weird.
Oh, look, he's gone already.
Oh shit!
He's got
Sean
his
got a-
entire
he
fist up his ass.
got a
Up the
handful.
Undertaker's ass.
Yeah, he got a handful of fucking
Yeah.
taint there.
That was
Checking his
like,
oil, that's all.
if the Undertaker has balls, they were definitely in Shawn Michaels'
Yeah.
hands. there.
Oh, he's got him. He's got Texas-sized ones.
Yeah, big old
I don't know what that
balls.
means. I hate these faux chaps.
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
so weird that he
Gene-
has a fake belt and they stitch up in the back.
Yeah.
Like that's what keeps
it's
them
an
on.
They're like
look.
literally
It
supposed
is. It's
to
a
look
bizarre
like chaps,
look.
but they're
Yeah, it's a really weird.
they're
Woo,
faux
shit.
chaps.
Taker taking fucking arm drags off the top rope.
Let's
Yeah,
not
man.
bring back that faux chaps.
No, with all of his crucifixes.
Faps.
Yeah.
How about we call them faps?
Faps.
Faps.
Yeah, this is a weird start, and then they eliminate Santino immediately, so we get them just duking
he
it out again.
deserved to be
wrestling.
immediately eliminated.
All right, we're
wrestling.
close to Titan time here. About by my watch, 10 seconds behind, but that's because I started as soon as this one ended. So who knows? But they're close to 90 seconds here.
Start it right now.
Okay.
Oh,
Who's this giant
Jesus Christ! The Great Khali, the biggest wrestling superstar in India to
man?
this
Like
day.
biggest, like tallest.
look at the
Well.
size of this motherfucker.
Yeah.
yeah, wait till you see when he gets in
I
the ring,
mean,
Chow.
if we're being totally honest, I'm worried about him. He doesn't look okay.
This is the best shape he's ever in.
Come on, that's the Punjabi Playboy.
That's right.
I think somebody should get him a chair.
Yeah, not the most graceful human being.
I'm just worried about all of him. I'm worried about his like knees and his back.
He's still around.
Is he still in? He can still walk.
the
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not in WWE, but he's still.
He's like the
in-
size of man,
he-
though, that you really worry
Yeah.
about.
Oh yeah. He runs a promotion in India. He's a giant star.
the crowd is currently chanting at him. You can't wrestle.
Oh well.
Well, I
he
mean,
can't.
that's true. He
He can
can't.
barely move.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can barely walk. Like, this man is 8 feet tall. Let's cut him some slack here, people.
He's so goddamn big.
He is so big. Taker thinks he's
This is definitely the size of person that is not healthy. He's got some kind of weird growth in his back.
Yeah.
This is just not a healthy man.
No.
I'm very worried about him.
Oh.
He's out.
Look at that.
That was such an easy. Collie came in working the light. He walked in. He's like, I ain't hurting you tonight. Don't worry about it.
Not at all.
This is.
All right. So I started when Michelle said we're still about 10 seconds ahead.
This is so much different than
It must be when they hit the ring.
the 1991 one.
Oh, shit.
Where everybody was still there. Now everybody's out. Everybody
So,
gets
Michelle,
out.
this guy's Hardcore Holly. He's just gonna come and beat everybody's fucking ass with a
what?
belt.
This is Hardcore Ollie. Whole thing sucked.
Yeah. He stomped Shawn Michaels really hard in the face.
He did. This is a man notorious for hitting people for real in the ring.
I hate everything about him. I really hate that he is both he's that bleach blonde that is like too blonde
Like a
and makes you
bald
uncomfortable,
spot?
but also
So,
he's bald. Yeah, it makes me
I don't know.
makes me feel weird.
I don't know that you've seen him before,
No.
but you will in years to come probably.
Yeah.
I hope
because he
not.
was in the WWF for a very long time. His original gimmick was a NASCAR driver named Sparky Plug.
Thurman Sparky Plug.
Thurman Sparky Plug.
That sounds like somebody who would do the traffic, but maybe that's unique to our area only.
And then he
Because we
became
have Rusty Fender.
yeah, he was Thurman Sparky Plug.
Just like Rusty Fender.
Yep. And then he was just Sparky Plug. And then he's Bob Holly. And Hardcore Holly.
A little bit of local flavor there
Oh,
for the people out of
absolutely.
town.
Yeah. Do you remember Molly Holly from the Women's Rumble?
Yeah.
She was positioned to be related to him.
Yeah,
They were
Okay.
They were cousins.
Yeah.
Well, she's got a stupid name too.
There was also Crash Holly. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Which is funny because it's sort of a reference to his NASCAR days.
Here
Never
comes
really
somebody
realized
better.
that. I don't know about that.
Throw this fucking idiot. out.
Nope, not better.
No, it doesn't.
AEW
But,
superstar.
but currently in AEW,
What's his name?
John
Morrison.
Who is he in AEW?
He's Johnny AEW.
Johnny TV?
Johnny TV.
Is that what you said? AEW?
Johnny T. No, you
AEW?
did. I said Johnny AEW because he does this gimmick when he got fired from the Indies that he changes his last name to whatever promotion he's in. So like he was Johnny Game Changer and
Johnny
he was
Impact.
Johnny Impact. But in AEW, I think he's just Johnny TV.
He
instead
was
of
so
Johnny
impressed
Elite.
with himself with that move
Yeah.
where he just managed to stay in the ring. But he's the only one who was impressed.
He's married.
Literally, everybody in the crowd
Yeah.
was just like, I don't care.
He's married to what's her name?
Taya Valkyrie.
Dia Valkyrie. That's her name. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You see Sean's bloody face there?
Yeah.
That's because Hardcore Holly kicked him for real.
Yep.
Oh.
How do you like me now?
That's right. Whole thing sucked. He used to take liberties on young guys. Hardcore Holly kind of a piece of trash, really, but
Bob Holly.
he's fun. Fun to watch, man. Kick to the shoulder.
Good job there, Jomo.
I never got into Morrison.
His whole look doesn't work for me. His pants, his hair, none of it works for me.
Speaking of a disturbing look.
Right?
Who's this guy?
Current Impact or current TNA wrestling star, Tommy Dreamer. ECW legend, Tommy the Dreamer.
In his velour pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like an idiot.
He was called, his was named Tommy Dreamer because when he was
Does
younger,
he
he was
listen
such
to
a
this
dreamboat.
podcast? He looks like
Tom
somebody
Dreamer?
who listen to this podcast.
No.
I don't know
Tom
why.
Dreamer don't listen to us.
If you're
maybe not. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know everybody who listens. So
yeah.
we have
Tommy
we have,
Dreamer, if you're listening,
Believe it or
I
not,
don't
we
like
do
your
have
look in
more
in
listeners than people I
2008.
know. So maybe Tom Dreamer listens. Tom Dreamer, give us a shout out at WeNeedWrestling at gmail.com. If you give a listen, maybe we'll have you on, pal.
Yeah, let me know what you look
You
like
know?
now because
Yeah,
it's
you
got to
can
be
have
better
also-
than
Oh,
this.
Boston
you don't want
Open.
to see what he looked like now. I can show you what he looks like now. He still wrestles.
I like how you invited him on the podcast and then you shit all over
Looks
him
like he's
immediately.
melting.
Tommy Dreamer said a really shitty thing on an episode of Dark Side of the Ring that I haven't forgiven him for.
That's fair.
So,
I hate that show
Why?
because you guys made me watch a really sad episode and I didn't
Which
like
one?
it. I don't know. It was really gross.
Was it? Oh, Nick Gage.
Yeah, it was gross and I hated it. I'll never
Sorry, you're
watch
part
that
of the
show
MDK
again.
gang?
I don't know what that means. but
MDK all
no.
fucking day.
there he is now.
All right. Well, I would take that look over this one.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
He wears two ponytails.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Get one less ponytail.
And he used it once to defend Ric Flair's actions.
Hey, Tommy Dreamer, get one less ponytail.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Who's this?
Who's this?
You know who this is.
I can't see his face. I don't. Is it Batista?
It's
The Animal.
It's Big Dave.
They're not showing their names long enough on the screen. They're like moving on too fast.
Now that's chicken and rice.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he, it's such a short entry ramp because of the garden.
Yeah.
He essentially came out in an interview and said, like, he doesn't want to do steroids anymore, and so he's not taking movie roles that require him to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, there goes Tommy. See you later, Tommy.
All right, good.
Good bump.
Fuck you.
That's right. Thanks for listening.
Michelle, not a Tommy Dreamer fan.
Nope.
Apparently.
Tommy Dreamer getting no respect here.
Yeah.
I want this gold
In
pants
2008.
man out. Get him
Morrison.
out.
John Morrison.
Yeah, Johnny, whatever.
Oh,
you
you
said.
know what?
Johnny Utah.
At this time, he was tag team with The Miz.
All the more reason to hate him. I hate The Miz.
So that means we're probably going to see The Miz tonight.
Yeah, but the Miz,
I hate The Miz.
The Miz is married to Maurice, so
The Miz is also incredibly important to my storyline
That can no longer
played
happen.
out- can no longer happen, and it played out in real life a little bit.
Kind of did.
I wrote such
go.
a better exit for Vince McMahon.
What's coming on next? Parker Hawley. Oh, Jesus Christ.
oh, it's doing Hornswoggle Postal.
What's happening?
That is Vince McMahon's illegitimate leprechaun son,
That start of
Hornswoggle.
6 WrestleManias.
Yeah.
Muppets Take Manhattan or some shit.
This is so offensive to like
Most
just
Wanted.
every.
Most Wanted.
Yeah,
I
the
don't-
rebooted Leprechaun.
Yeah, doing Hornswoggle Postal.
I'm gonna be utterly silent until he's gone.
He started out with Fit Finley, who was Irish, as a leprechaun, and then it
Why?
slowly got revealed that he was Vince McMahon's illegitimate son.
What's
now
happening in
he's
this
a
match?
regular commentator on Fox News
Oh.
who hates Peter Dinklage
Yes.
because Peter Dinklage said that that dwarf actors in Hollywood should be getting more roles other than just playing little people.
Yeah,
And
well, that's
Hornswoggle
fair.
said that because of Peter Dinklage, they made a Snow White movie that didn't have dwarfs, and the new Willy Wonka doesn't have little people Oompa Loompas, and he feels that it's bad for little people. So he goes on Fox News and says it all the time.
Wow. Well, I mean, I will say, like, I feel like they hire a lot of regular, like, tall people. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say regular. I think that sounds awful, so I'm sorry. But, like, average-sized actors to play dwarves in movies, and that is awful. But you know what? Being a fucking leprechaun in
happened?
wrestling, not much better.
Hold on, what the fuck just happened?
Nothing.
It's Chuck Palumbo.
Yeah, but where did he come from?
He came from the entrance.
Did he?
Yeah, this is when Chuck Palumbo was a motorcycle guy.
There has
He was like a
been-
mechanic.
I have to say, there
He's
have been
just
people.
like me.
There have been people going in and out of that entrance too. Like
Yeah,
they're
well,
like in the ring, but
Tommy-
there's people going in the entrance.
Tommy
during,
Dreamer was leaving.
Yeah, it's very weird.
I like Chuck Palumbo. You saw Chuck Palumbo's wedding.
Oh my God! Get this gold pants man out of the fucking ring.
Jill, you saw Chuck Palumbo's wedding when he married Billy Gunn. Almost.
I saw his what now?
His wedding.
Billy and Chuck.
Billy
oh
and
yeah,
Chuck?
that was.
That's him.
Ill-advised.
In the brown pants. No, it wasn't. It was wonderful.
He's wearing brown dickies.
It'd be wonderful if it was real. It was not real. They were just mocking everyone. What a mockery! And just like this fucking guy is under. He's under the ring now, but he's a leprechaun. I'm so offended on behalf of everyone.
Come on now.
Just everyone. Literally everyone. I'm sorry, everyone, that we're watching this. I'm sorry. Do you belong to a class of people? We're sorry.
Oh, Jamie Knobles.
Yeah.
Jamie Knobles?
Jamie Noble. It's just Noble.
Jamie by God Noble.
Oh, well, he's got the
He's
rib tape. What
limping.
happened?
Why is he limping? Should he be out there?
Palumbo beat him up.
Oh, Palumbo beat him up. Look
Who's
out.
Palumbo?
The guy in the brown pants.
Where did he come from?
He entered the match
Yeah.
before. I had
When?
that same question, though.
Look at it, he's wearing the Sting Mechanics gloves.
Yeah.
A pair of brown dickies
Yeah.
like he's Al Bundy.
Uh-huh, he looks good. I like it.
He looks like he could be an air mechanic on Wings.
Yeah.
It's a crossover now.
He actually looks like if he that he could have kept his hair blonde and played Dee Snider in a movie about Dee Snider's life.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
we don't need a movie about
Chuck
Dee Snider's.
Palumbo.
I'm just going to throw this out here. We do not need a movie about Dee Snider's
Chuck
life.
Palumbo dead.
No, Chuck Palumbo's
He's alive?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He just doesn't work in the
He's
business.
just not in the business.
Has anybody been dead yet?
Has anybody been dead yet? Didn't I say somebody? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No deads. It's a very alive Rumble.
It's a very alive Rumble.
Yeah. All right, here
They're
we go.
talking about where Hornswoggle might be.
Next entrant.
People were so excited for someone else to enter this ring because they're so sick of whatever is happening in here.
Oh, Jesus.
Rise, Felicia, rise.
Oh, I was like, who's this? Is it CM Punk?
It is.
Goddamn CM
This
Punk.
is the worst CM Punk look that I've seen.
It's ECW superstar CM Punk. Did he give his kick pads to Eddie Kingston?
He might have, right?
They're a little different. What's Punk up to? Is he ECW champ? What's he doing at this point? Oh shit!
Sick, right?
Other than getting killed.
I don't know if he's still
Look
in
at Sean's
ECW
hair.
at this point.
Ooh, Sean's hair.
Yeah.
No, I mean he's listed as ECW on the
Okay, so he must
thing here.
Oh, you're looking at the entrance. Come on.
I have it. I have
Okay,
it stopped
all
the
right.
Punk. I'm not.
Okay, all right.
I'm not looking at his name. I just looked because I was looking to see if we
Okay.
saw anybody who was dead.
Look at, Phil
that's
gets
no.
crushed here.
Yeah, he does.
That's such a good spot, though.
Yeah, it is cool. It was a good spot. Good job, take.
I like this. This is before he's bald, but he's still bald here.
Who?
But it like CM Punk. There you
Okay.
go. What's
Phil-
his name?
Philip Brooks.
CM Punk. He,
there goes Palumbo. Nope.
He's since embraced that he was bald, so it was okay. But here he hasn't
No.
embraced it yet.
He's not really bald.
No, he's
No,
not
he's
bald.
got like a pretty big
Wow.
receding hairline.
No, he's not Shawn Michaels bald.
Yeah, where Sean's plugs are showing.
I don't
Yeah.
know what Shawn Michaels' hair looks like. If we're being
She's there
totally
on TV.
honest.
You could see the premiere.
Whatever.
Almost. Oh, Sean.
Can we focus on Gold Pants Man and get him out, please?
Number 13. Oh, baby.
Cody
Wow.
Rhodes.
Look at this young pup.
Oh, going right after Punk.
That's right. And how crazy is it that they're going to have a face-to-face on Monday Night Raw?
Are they?
Yeah, now they're best friends who jerk each other off on WWE.
They're both going to.
Both trying to finish the story.
Right. They're both going to commiserate how neither of them are going to get to finish their story.
I hate this
Hunter
man's
screwed them
hair
both
so
again.
much. This fucking what's his name with the gold pants?
John Morrison.
I hate his hair.
You've really
it
fixated
reminds
on
me
him.
of that who's that fucking TV magician guy that I hate?
Doug Hennig.
No, he's a wrestler. AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
They have the same hair.
I was legit thinking magicians. I'm like, who the
Yeah,
fuck?
that's why I said Doug
no.
Hennig.
I'm sorry, the wrestling TV magician.
Yeah, AJ Styles. AJ Styles on that chicken and rice. You wouldn't say that about him.
Yeah,
now.
he looks amazing.
No, his hair is ridiculous though. He's got the worst.
You wouldn't even get.
Does he
You
still
wouldn't
have
even look
like
at him that far.
he still has a lob, the long bob?
He's got a beard and steroids now.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Everybody should pretty much get a beard.
And steroids.
And steroids.
Correct.
Don't get steroids,
Look
but
at
get a
young man
beard.
Cody with the CR on the tights.
I know, right?
Look, with the knee pads around his shins like he's Ric Flair.
Yeah.
If you
Because he
wanna
ain't got
have
the
a
calf
long
muscles.
bob,
That's why
get a
Ric Flair
beard.
did that.
Yep.
All right, we're flying. This is 14. We're almost halfway through. Oh,
Umanga.
Who?
Umaga. You saw him.
So Michelle,
2 weeks ago.
he is dead.
Yes.
Oh.
This is Roman Reigns' brother. We
No,
saw
I
saw
didn't
him.
see him. What was his name?
Dude, he was a shit kicker.
This was his name.
In 1991, it
Oh
absolutely
no,
was
no,
not.
not 91.
Was he
in
Rosie?
03. Rosie,
Rosie
yeah,
or Jamal?
or Jamal.
One or the other.
In 03, not in
Jamal. That
Yeah.
was the person in
Yeah,
2003,
Rosie
I
Jamal.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There goes Hardcore
Oh,
Holly.
good. There's a man with the neon pants
There's
on.
some beef in this.
There's
ring.
some good talent in here. Yeah, but this is Umaga. Ooh, what the hell just happened?
I think one of his braids busted.
Oh, really? That's funny.
What the hell?
He hit somebody.
just like, we have
he got
fucking-
hit and then just like something
There's, like-
exploded all over the ring.
Yeah,
I didn't.
it looked like bugs.
I didn't
went
understand.
everywhere.
I thought maybe he had like a gimmick that he dropped accidentally.
Umanga.
Umanga. Oh. Yeah, that's your first non-alive person
Yeah,
in this Rumble.
sadly.
Although Hardcore Holly, very dead inside.
He looked dead
Beat his
inside.
ass. I'm gonna win the belt.
Also, everyone in the ring. Well, not everyone, because like Batista, but everybody who's still active or active in the WWE. But Morrison.
Yeah.
But Punk and Cody very famously cut their way through AEW. So. Oh Jesus! He was still here.
Yep.
In 2008.
His name is Snitsky.
Is he bald? Oh my God! This is Allentown legend Gene Snitsky. Gene Snitsky. He's from around. He's a local boy. This is local boy done good.
Like, if there was somebody in this ring right now that looks like Pennsylvanian, I would say it to him.
His first name is Gene
Snitsky.
And
like, we've got a very particular look to us, and that guy is Pennsylvania.
We've talked to you about him, too, because he once on TV kicked a pregnant lady by accident, and she miscarried.
I'm sorry, by accident,
and she
you mean, like, with the air quotes?
And she miscarried as part of a storyline, and his tagline became, "It's not my fault."
Yeah.
Oh,
and then
good.
he punted a baby into the crowd.
And then he did kick a baby doll into the crowd.
Look at him.
And he also complimented
he's like
Heidenreich's.
He's in LA, like he's in LA 4, but he's a Pennsylvania 9.
You were so offended when you read his name. You go, I'm sorry, it's this guy's name.
Because I'm even more offended once you're like, he's from Pennsylvania. Like, of course they were like, we gotta give him a
again,
dumb
too.
fucking Polish name.
Yeah. He started working again too.
Snitsky. I once saw him at the local strip
got
club and wearing one of the
ankles.
ugliest jackets I've ever seen.
He's in the cigar world, so he's always sort of around that when I worked there. Oh,
the Miz.
Look at how young he is.
Get him
here.
right out. Throw him right out. Fuck this dude.
Look at his big baggy
Oh,
shorts.
are him and Morrison not together then?
Yeah, this was before he was like a suit guy too.
Yeah,
because they're not wearing matching gear. So
I don't think they ever wore matching gear.
No, when they were Eminem.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't him. That was Joey Mercury. That's right.
I need Cody
What the hell
Rhodes
were they called
out.
when they were
I need
together?
fucking CM Punk out. I need the Miz out.
Yeah, didn't they
You
have?
don't need to see him Punk out. Take that back.
I do. I don't take it back. I'm leaving it out there. I didn't expect him to be like a black and yellow guy. I don't know why.
Who, CM Punk?
Yeah.
He's a colorful human being. He's worn all the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah.
This guy's trying to eliminate himself, and the Undertaker forgot what he was doing.
What's that guy's name?
I don't know. Umaga.
Yeah.
Umanga.
His butt says it.
Yep.
In wrestling, you had to let people know who you are by putting your own name on your
I like
ass.
he was hanging halfway over the ropes though, and like looking at the Undertaker, like, "Come on, you're supposed
Taker's
to do
laying
this,
them boots into him too. Oh, Punk about to make your dreams come true.
No, he's not.
No, he
CM
never-
Punk is useless.
he never
here.
will.
He's useless.
He's great.
Oh, Shelty.
Yeah.
Nice. Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, he's gonna do something stupid too.
How far are we in before
That was sick.
Oh my God! They both should have bumped to the floor off of that. Shelty gets no respect ever, man.
Sad.
we have to be this far in before a non-white person enters the ring because
the great Khali
there goes Shelton
and
Benjamin.
Shelty's gone.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just heard your heart break a little bit.
I love Shelty, man. She unrespected dude for real. Could have
standard
in a better brand company. He would have held that world title.
Yep.
Where's Hornswoggle? He's still under the ring.
Under the ring.
He's under the ring. He didn't get in yet. Can't be eliminated if you don't get in.
He's reading a book under there or what?
He doesn't know how to read.
That's rude.
Truth hurts. Oh.
What? He's already gone?
Oh,
he
yeah.
just came in.
That was like 2 minutes ago. As soon as he did his fancy move.
I wish somebody would get the Miz out. I hate him.
The Miz and Morrison.
I hate the Miz so much. I don't know why.
All right,
I just do. I will forever hate the Miz.
18.
If the Miz is
What
listening,
the actual fuck? Chelly, who's that?
I don't fucking know.
Look up
oh
on-
no, it's Joey Snuka.
I swear to God. Yeah. I'm clipping that out. That is being used everywhere.
It's Jimmy Snuka.
Oh, no, it's Jimmy Snuka.
I say as a woman who's worried about my safety.
Just don't be around him
Guys,
where there's stairs.
I'm gonna reiterate again this week. Don't murder women. It's not hard.
Look how old he is.
You said, "Oh no, it's Jimmy Snuka." look at the Snookster running wild.
Snookster. Oh my God, he's ancient.
Yep.
He's dressed like he's in like an off Broadway version of Cats.
This wasn't his last Rumble
it's like
either.
A community theater version.
I remember him making
he's
appearances
doing, like,
and stuff.
Hands.
Fuck it. Jimmy Snuka.
Oh no, it's Jimmy Snuka.
All right, pal, this was the moment that I was waiting for you.
All right. Well, you remember this one real good, huh?
I do.
Post Snuka? Oh, well, this is cool.
Oh no, it's not cool. Like, look at him move.
Snuka, Piper.
Oh God.
In the garden.
Oh my God, it's incredible.
Roddy.
You can barely throw that jacket.
Oh, he looks like he's so.
Nope.
In bad shape.
There's no Roddy Piper slander in this house.
Does he
Never.
die like minutes after this?
It ain't too far off.
I would just say it's so cool how they handle this.
He just tried to throw his shirt and it didn't go anywhere. It just fell.
Look how I love how they just everybody let him have their moment.
Yeah,
and
that's
if you look
awesome.
at Punk at some point, he's just
He's
has
smiling.
the biggest shit-eating grin.
Oh
on his
yeah,
face.
look at him. Yeah. Yep. This is both hips replaced on Piper.
Yep.
Like. Yeah, I love this.
Yep,
I really
knew you
do.
would.
Jimmy
I love
Snuka's
Piper
wearing
so
a
much.
diaper.
Yeah,
Can
well,
we talk about that for a minute?
I love Piper so much. It's kind of sad to see him in this shape, but like just knowing that he got another moment, like
Yep.
I just
Like him and Snuka in the garden.
Yep.
Him being in shape or out of shape is fine. These are like not these are not even 30 seconds now. He just looks like he can't move.
Yeah.
He looks sore.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, it's the mayor.
Yep, with his 3-foot cock.
It's the what?
It's Kane.
Oh, it's I don't know Kane. Do I know Kane?
You know
You just have a mask. The big red machine. You saw the mask in 03. Remember we talked about he's the mayor of Knox County,
I don't know this
Tennessee.
man. I do remember that. Yes, I do remember talking about his.
He's
political
the star
career.
of.
Yeah, fuck you, Jimmy Snuka.
He's the star.
I'm glad you're dead.
He's Snuka trying to get back
I hope you
in.
come back to life and die again.
He's the star of See No Evil.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about how Vince wrote the script and wanted him to have a 2-foot penis or whatever?
His name was Jacob Goodnight.
I do vaguely remember talking about a penis coiled up, coiling up his penis.
It's about the safest bump for these two old men.
Yep.
Snuka tries to get back in. He clearly doesn't know what the fuck is going on.
I fucking love that Piper and Snuka had that moment.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Hit him with a baseball bat.
Cody's so thin
Throw him down
here, too.
some stairs. Isn't that what he did?
Cody didn't start his chicken and rice.
Right, no way. Oh, that's his brother.
Yep.
The Brothers of Destruction. That's right. Oh, what
a swerve.
What a
scheme.
swerve.
What happened?
He thought tricked you into thinking you were going after his brother.
How is Shawn Michaels still in this match?
Because he's a sexy boy.
He's okay.
Carlito.
Carlito.
Yes.
Carlito currently back in the WWE.
Currently back in the WWE, yes. So he just spit apple all over Cody Rhodes. He bites an apple and then he spits the apple at you.
You know why? Because he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Who don't want to be cool. Yeah.
Carlito.
Okay.
Carlito.
Yeah.
Carlito.
He's the son of the one of the biggest stars in all of Puerto Rican wrestling.
Puerto Rico has wrestling?
Oh, God.
Puerto Rico's an incredibly hot territory for professional wrestling.
Yep. Just don't go in the shower.
Right. Just that's where Bruiser Brody got stabbed. That's where Piper and Flair got paid in a spittoon of cocaine and had to get snuck out of the building in an ambulance because they caused a riot.
Wow.
Puerto Rico's a hot fucking
They would
territory
literally
for
throw
wrestling.
bottles of piss at you.
Yep.
Like,
I wonder how it is now that America has forsaken them.
WWE just did a show there not that
that
long
was
ago.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's where the Bad Bunny wrestled.
Yeah, the Bad Bunny wrestled in what a lot of people thought was their match of the year last year. Was that last year?
What's that?
Was that in
Bad
Puerto
Bunny,
Rico
like
last
the
year?
rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Bad Bunny. He's a Puerto Rican rapper.
Yeah.
Okay.
And talented wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm very confused
That's
by
fine.
wrestling.
You can be. Entrant 22.
22 already.
Yep.
Holy
hey, it's
shit.
Mick Foley.
Fuck yeah, Michelle.
Look at that. I love Mick Foley. I love his political opinions.
What was he doing? Was he just? Is this just a legend spot?
One-off, yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't in.
You're in the Garden, man.
Yeah, I just didn't know if he was in like when the commissioner shit happened and all that.
Yeah, just a one-off, I believe.
Mick Foley is
Looking pretty
probably
good.
my legitimately favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
I'll say that just because I like
could
him.
see that.
Yep.
I like his political opinions. I like his Twitter.
Joe Sposto as well. So, you guys can talk about how great Foley is because he is.
I like everything about him.
I appreciate the layering he's doing here.
Yes.
I remember
He's got
we
the
met him
wanted
once.
shirt, the leopard print, and then the buffalo plaid.
Yeah.
Yes.
We met him once, and you said hi,
Hi, Mick.
and he said, "Hey, how are you?"
Mm-hmm.
And he was just a nice guy.
Because he was just shopping.
Hey, how are you?
He was just shopping. I New York Comic Con.
Yep.
This ring's filling up, Michelle.
It is.
It is. It's a lot of
Yeah.
people.
Who needs to get eliminated first?
There's
out of
too
these
much
people?
yellow. Okay,
Morrison's
Gold-
still in there.
I'm gonna say Gold Pants needs to go. The Miz needs to go.
Who?
The Cody Rhodes needs to go.
Who do you think's
for
going to
sure.
win it?
Who do I think is going to win? Right now, it's looking like The Undertaker, but I don't
Okay.
think the winner is in there yet.
All right. Oh, Jesus.
It's definitely not going to be this guy.
Yeah,
Ken Kennedy.
Yes,
Mr. Kennedy.
Mr. Ken Kennedy.
His name is Ken. He's not going to win.
He used to have an old like Neumann mic would fall from the ceiling, and he would.
No,
he
the
would
only
announce
person in there
himself.
right now who might win is The Undertaker, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Snitsky's still in there though.
If Snitsky wins, I'm just going to, I don't know. That's too much Pennsylvania.
Eat
I can't
Joe's
have it.
John Cena hat.
It was strange how over Mr. Kennedy was at
Yeah,
this time.
for sure. I remember him like when he sort of broke. So I must have been watching a little bit around this time, but with the mic and all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr.
2008, John Cena's going to come out any minute now, right?
I don't look at me. I honestly
Who else
don't
is
know.
going to come out in 2008? Randy Orton?
Could be.
Gotta watch. Enjoy the ride.
So, but your money's on Take. Is that what you're
Big
saying?
take.
No, my money is not on The Undertaker. I don't
Okay.
feel that the winner is
Oh,
out
the
there
winner's
yet.
not there
The
yet, okay.
Undertaker is the only one that I would choose who's in the ring right now
Well,
who
he
could possibly
came in at number
win.
1. That's a hard thing to do.
Right, I don't think he's going to win. I think the
Yeah.
winner is not yet out here.
Even though number
I think
1 and number
John
2 are the same
Cena is
amount
going
of
to
time.
win.
Yeah, always.
Number 1 gets more credit. It'd be really funny if they sent the first guy out and just made him stand there for 90 seconds.
What number are we on?
20? This will be 23 or 24.
I think
24 is
John
coming
Cena
out
is going to
next.
come out at either 24 or 27, and he's going to win.
24 or 27. Okay.
Yeah, that's my prediction.
Very specific. I
Right
like
now,
it.
it's going to be like his stupid music. Nope. So 27.
Holy shit. Charlie, you're about to fall in love.
Yep.
With Big Daddy V.
Oh,
there goes
yeah.
Snitsky.
Oh, there goes Snitsky.
Oh, so unceremoniously.
Oh!
There goes the Undertaker. He's so tall that he barely even fell out of the ring.
Oh,
he just
and
stood up.
Sean.
Yeah,
Look at
fuck you,
that
Shawn
shit.
Michaels. I don't know why I feel
Look-
that
look at
way.
that.
Yeah,
Fake
get that
hair.
bald spot hidden.
That's right. Oh, Snitsky ate one for no reason. Okay.
I feel like his name is so offensive to Pennsylvania.
Are they doing this out here to keep us from watching Big Daddy V get in the ring?
I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
There's Big Daddy
So there's Big
V.
Daddy V and Michelle.
All right, he looks like he's in rough shape.
Also dead.
Also dead, yes.
Yeah, well, I would guess by the way that he's limping.
Oof. Why is Snitsky catching stray well? Because he eliminated him.
Yeah.
No,
Look at that guy trying to high five the
Yep.
Undertaker.
trying to high five the Undertaker.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Undertaker's
Fuck
like,
outta here,
fuck
dude.
off.
Right? Oh, Big Dave picking on Phil.
Son of a bitch.
I
Look
forgot
at how big
that Dave Batista
fucking
was in
Big
there.
Daddy V is. He's bigger than
Could
Kane.
somebody please throw Cody Rhodes out?
So Taker got mad that he in distracting Snitsky, he didn't watch his own back. Snitsky
Yep.
did nothing wrong.
Yep.
Undertaker's an unhinged lunatic. It's very.
That's all.
Snitsky it wasn't his fault.
Oh.
Kick him! Get him out!
Skin the
Get Cody
cat.
Rhodes out! Jesus Christ! Get him
Mr.
out!
Kennedy also
Get out,
eliminated
both
Shawn
of you.
Michaels. He doesn't get another one.
Get Cody Rhodes out of there.
Oh shit! There is some
Lot of
beef
beef.
now. A lot of beef.
Mark Henry.
Currently works for AEW. The legitimate at one point world's strongest man.
Yeah.
legit power lifter, legit Olympic weightlifter, and actual world's strongest man. And at one point in his career, he was in the WWE and he left because he wanted to reclaim the world's strongest man title. And he went to Vince and said, Vince, I need to take time off to train and compete to become the world's strongest man. And Vince said, ha, no problem, pal, but just understand, the WWF doesn't have room for the world's second strongest man.
That's right.
And he won.
Yeah. He was also used to be known as Sexual Chocolate.
Sexual Chocolate, absolutely.
Oh, my God.
And Hornswoggle was just back very briefly.
He was very... He never got eliminated.
He might
never
win.
Entered the ring.
What if Hornswoggle wins?
I will...
Mark Henry and Big Daddy V. My God.
Right?
If
Beef.
Hornswoggle wins, I'll eat my
But look what he
sock.
did.
That's how
He
I
pulled
feel.
Miz out.
He got rid of Miz.
He got rid of Miz.
Oh, my God. Hornswoggle winning would be just the kind of like bullshit thing that Vince McMahon would be into in 2008. He's just in like a coke-fueled rage.
Look
and
at
he's
Big
just
Daddy
like,
V.
oh,
Taking
this
care of
leprechaun's
business.
gonna win.
Look at the hand of the.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
got lift him up by ass meat right
Yep.
there.
Thick ass meat. Is this
What number is
25?
this? 25. Okay, it's not gonna be John Cena. 26. Okay.
26.
John Cena will be next. That's my prediction.
Chavo Guerrero.
Chavo Guerrero.
Yeah, I agree, Michelle. That's kind of my reaction to Chavo Guerrero as well. Chavito.
Yeah, what a weird, I want to put him here.
Yeah. I think at this point he might have been ECW champion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Michelle Goldpants is gone.
Yay! Get fucking Gold Pants out of there. I hate him.
Well, we only have, what, 4 more entrants?
3 more or so, yeah, that's about it.
And
Nope.
Carlito hanging on.
No.
Yeah, what a weird, disappointing entrant that Chavo is this late in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Usually the last 5 you want to be bigger shots, you know?
Oh.
Hornswoggle's in.
Mark Henry's going
Now
to kill
throw him
him.
out.
That's so much meat.
It's so much. Almost like the Brazzers logo. Should we have on screen?
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, Finley.
with the shillelagh.
Is he the entrant, though?
Nope.
Oh, he just came in to protect his leprechaun son.
Yeah.
There is no entrant right now.
Okay.
Maybe he was next and he just came out to help. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Why is it's weird that the thing in the background of the stadium, like the ticker that's saying words, is just saying the date that it
Okay.
is right now?
Yeah.
It's just saying January 7th, 2008,
Oh.
Madison Square
In case you had
Garden.
to fill out any paperwork while you were there.
Yeah. That guy stepping out into the...
Wait, so did
He's
Swoggle
just-
get eliminated?
He
Or did he just leave?
he just left.
Okay, weird.
Does that mean that he should have won the...
I mean, if he's never been
It's going to
eliminated.
be one of those weird technicalities where somebody's never eliminated,
Yeah.
so there's
Like the
never
Texas
a winner.
Tornado.
Right. I'm
Well,
shocked.
I think you said that the rule is once you go through that door, you're eliminated, right?
I guess so. I don't know. No, I'm surprised Foley's still in the ring. Good for him.
Fully holding his own.
Yeah.
Him and the Punk are working
Right?
together.
Oh, Big Daddy V and Mr. Anderson working over Kane.
Oh, so Finley was supposed to be the next entrant, but now he's been
Oh,
disqualified.
because he used the that's weird.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause he
bullshit
left?
rules. Because he used this shillelagh.
I don't fucking
He didn't
know
wait
what
for his
you're saying.
entrant. He was supposed to
I
be
don't know
next.
what words you're saying.
That's fine. All right, here we go.
All right, this is going to be John Cena. That is not John Cena music.
Elijah Burke.
Who's Elijah Burke?
The Pope D'Angelo De Niro.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What a. Oh, I didn't realize that Chavo was dressed like Eddie. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know anything about wrestling, and even I feel like that's weird.
Yeah, why were they trying to push him at this point?
He was on ECW, and they thought like he was going to be one of the next.
Who just
Big
got out? Was
guys.
that Batista that got out?
I don't know if he's eliminated or not, though. Not
So,
sure.
who is this guy that just came in, though?
Elijah
Burke.
All right.
Oh, Punk's gone.
Yeah, fuck you, CM Punk.
Hey. All right, Batista not eliminated.
Oh, no, Batista's okay.
Yep, he's good.
Dave Batista's hot.
There you go.
This guy
there
who
it
entered
is.
the ring also hot.
Okay.
This most recent
So we
guy.
have 2 entrants left, right?
That's it.
So, Shelly, who in the ring now do you think wins?
I want to see who's coming out right
Okay.
now before I answer that
One more
question.
after
It's gonna be
this.
John Cena. What the fuck? Who are these people? Who's this?
You know who this
Who
is.
are these people?
Oh, is this Triple H?
Sure is.
Well, he's going to win, and that really disappoints me. He sucks.
Not good.
Boo!
Some
yes,
people-
okay, I'm glad he eliminated Cody
All
Rhodes,
right,
though.
well, he's going to
Get
probably
Cody Rhodes
eliminate a lot
right
of people
out there.
because it's a fucking Hunter, so.
the game. 11 times, jeez.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Jesus
Big Daddy
Christ.
V.
Yeah.
So easy. You wouldn't think they would let a guy that big get eliminated by just one man in a Rumble. It goes against sort of what Rumbles.
What was
supposed
that? What do we
to.
call that move that just happened? That
It was supposed to be a shin breaker. Oh, old rivalry here.
Oh, yeah.
The only reason why anybody
Taking back
knows.
to Rumble 2000?
Right. The only reason why anybody knows Triple H's fucking name. Holy shit, Mick.
What a good elimination.
What a
though.
great elimination.
Yep, Mick and Elijah Burke.
Yeah,
Mick
good
and that
on,
hot guy.
good on Elijah Burke taking the meat
see
of
that
that
hot
fucking
guy?
hit.
Yeah, I did.
You liked Elijah Burke? You thought he was hot?
He's a beautiful man.
I didn't realize until right now that Umanga had his own face on the side of his pants.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You have your own face on the side of your pants?
I do. Yeah, that's how I do.
Michelle,
It's
you're
on-
going to start
it's on my
putting your
underwear.
face on your side of your pants?
Yeah, it's on my underwear. It's not my pants.
I am going to start putting my face on the side of my pants.
And you're going to
It's
put Michelle across your ass.
a great look. It's a really fashionable.
You can do that with a crack cut.
I once had a principal when I was in school. They were going over dress code, and he's like, "Ladies, I do not care if you think your body's bootylicious. I don't want to see it on your pants." It made me
What
very
an
happy.
asshole.
That was Principal Malloy.
Oh, shout out Principal Malloy. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, Dan.
What you up to?
Was that a you up kind of fucking?
Yeah. What you working with, Principal Dan?
Send him the WID question.
All right, here we go.
Here we go. Last entrant.
Last
Michelle.
entrant, Michelle.
This is the last one?
Last one.
It's John Cena. Isn't it?
I'm surprised you don't know the entrance music.
I know it from this part. I didn't remember the beginning.
Oh, you know it just because of that radio station bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a great fit. The crowd's going ballistic.
Oh, yeah.
So Cena was a surprise entrant. He was actually out hurt for a while here with a torn pec.
I still think he's going to win. That's
And this was
still
his
my
like
pick.
comeback.
Yeah.
Yeah, my pick is still John Cena to win. Look at how excited people are. And Triple H is
People are
like,
losing their
he's like, I'm
minds.
not excited. People are losing their minds.
Oh, the old one-arm shirt
Taking his shirt
removed.
off.
Yeah.
One arm.
This is like,
I'm gonna start
this is
taking my
like
shirts off that
back
way.
when
I
John
do,
Cena
I
was
still
like
do.
super hot. Too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he definitely was a stud here.
Yeah. Is he gonna fucking AA Mark Henry in this match?
Like he's just whooping.
Yeah.
ass.
Jesus Christ. He just
Like-
killed Chavo.
Like get the fuck out, Carlito. Get the fuck out, Chavo. Oh, Mark Henry, you're gone. See ya, bud.
What a good bump by Henry there too, taking it
There's
on the
5
side.
people left now.
Yeah. That's crazy. And one of them's Mr. fucking Kennedy.
But don't forget that Batista is still out there somewhere.
Oh, that's
he
true.
went under the
Oh,
bottom
that's true.
rope.
Look at you paying attention,
Yeah,
knowing the
Michelle,
rules.
let's go. Well, she's the fucking Royal
She is the Royal
Rumbler. She
Rumbler
has to
for a
know these
reason.
things.
I gotta know the rules.
Yeah.
I like that they're gonna kiss. Look at them. Cena and
Look
Triple
how
H
big
look
my
like they're
damn
gonna
nose
kiss.
is.
That would have been the best if they kissed right there. I would have been super into that.
You think Hunter's an attractive man?
No.
Oh.
No, I have said this before. I will say it again. Triple H looks like somebody who's going to ask me for a nickel or ask me a riddle if I have to cross a bridge.
Yeah, we get into that. Get into the boy's soul.
Yeah.
You want to cross this bridge? Riddle me this.
You have to pay the troll toll.
Yeah, pay the troll toll. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, Baptista.
Yeah, Big Dave.
There he is.
Oh, there he goes, Mr. Kennedy.
Look at the fucking names left.
Right?
Kane, Umanga, Cena,
See, it's going to be down to Batista and John Cena, but I think John Cena is going to win. But I wish Batista
There goes
would.
Umanga.
Look at that.
Yeah,
Final
Big
four.
Dave. That's crazy. They're all laying it in, too.
He's gotten goozled.
The old double goozle. Oh, shit. They're cleaning house fast in this fucking match.
There's just the three
Holy
left now.
shit. Well, and this is like, hey, Hunter's like, hey, Big Dave, remember when we were Evolution?
It's such an efficient rumble.
Yeah. Like this, right here, though.
John Cena's so ridiculous.
This doesn't happen all the time, but these are like three of their top stars at this moment.
John
like, big
Cena's
time.
ability to talk without saying any words is
best.
ridiculous. And he just like put his hands on his hips and it was like, look at this. Look at these two I'm left with.
I definitely haven't seen this. I have no idea who wins.
Ooh,
so
all right.
Hey, like, just here's another Michelle tip for everybody. Don't get a navel tattoo.
Yeah.
It is not attractive. It doesn't matter what your abs look like. It is not good. Uh-oh, he's invisible. Nobody can
We're
see
having a
him.
bit of a taunt off.
Does Triple H have a taunt? Oh, suck it. I get it. Maybe. Yep.
That was the dumbest 3 minutes of wrestling I've ever seen in my entire life.
I have a feeling I can show you dumber.
Yeah. Oh, there's definitely
Like-
dumber.
Is this a dumb off?
Yeah, we're having a dumb off right now?
These dudes are flying around the ring,
Dude,
too.
This is...
All
they're-
these dudes would be they'd be tearing fucking quads if they were doing this shit now.
2008, man, you had motherfuckers on top of their game.
I guess
What
so.
an uncomfortable world we live in where in this match, John Cena's the smallest one.
Yeah.
Big
Well, and
Dave.
Cena's not even at his biggest yet, really. Or maybe he was, and he's down, but... So he was out with the pec, so he's coming back a little smaller than normal. And we're not at Quadruple H, so that was years before. Big Dave. Though his pop-up on his Spinebuster made it real good.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just okay.
Is Batista going to win this match?
Anybody can win, Joe.
I still think John Cena is going to win.
Legit,
But
anybody
like,
can win this.
I don't know. I never know who was like big at the moment. I'm just
The
guessing.
three of these
All
guys.
three of them.
I'm just guessing who wins off of like who I know.
There goes Big Dave.
Yeah, I still think that John Cena is going to win, but like if Triple H wins, I'm going to be disappointed though.
As will be everyone.
I laugh when... Now, because remember the discourse last year, Cody comes in at 30 and wins?
Yeah.
Look, this is 29 and 30. Imagine Twitter blowing up back then about
Right?
this.
Yeah. Yep.
But like that was also Cody Rhodes. And he's just a big old
Very
disappointment.
true.
Well,
Very true.
Imagine how his dad must feel wherever he is.
heaven.
We know where he is. He's clearly in heaven.
That's right.
I don't believe in heaven or any sort of afterlife, but like, yeah, if there is a heaven, I think he's just like, what a disappointment you are, Cody.
No.
With that fucking neck tattoo.
Let's go, Cody, baby.
Let's go, Cody, baby.
I wish you were more like your brother, Dustin.
I'm so proud of you, Daddy.
That's right. I'm proud of you, baby.
That's
now go
right.
finish that story.
That's right.
I should have named your brother Cody and you Dustin, because Dustin is the worst name.
Go finish the story I never got to, baby.
Come on, finish it for me, baby. Let's see it with a hug and a kiss.
Well, feel the suspense, Michelle.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel the suspense, but whatever.
This crowd is going ballistic.
What's happening? What is Triple H's like logo that's on his penis right now?
It's like a skull with an iron cross.
It's like an iron cross kind of thing.
So
I hate
he's
it.
coming out to Motorhead, so he's ripping off Motorhead a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Him and Lamb.
Him and
good
Lamb.
friends.
Oh, that's not this Mania, is it?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
What was that? That was real bad.
No. Well, five-knuckle shuffle.
Five-knuckle shuffle.
Don't throw him on the ground though, because it's a Royal Rumble. You got to get him over the top rope. Come on. You gotta get with these rules. They need me on the side being like, don't pin him, throw him out.
Macho Man needed you desperately.
Yeah, he does. Cena wrestled in Reeboks?
The two sweatbands, like this is
Like John Cena always looks like he showed up to wrestling in the wrong clothes.
He's definitely Reeboks. I think he's wearing the pump.
That's why I like him though, because he's like, I'm just gonna wear full ass jean shorts, and they're like, that's not appropriate. And he's like, I don't
throwing
care.
a Rainmaker. Oh, double clothesline. Look out.
Double Quizliz.
John Cena just looks like he's there to mow the lawn. That's why I like him.
What does Triple H looks like he's there for?
But he looks like he's there. I don't know, to like. He looks like his character might be like World War II Nazi.
Oh, jeez.
He looks like he's there to collect the nickels and ask people riddles of the people who want to cross the bridge.
Oh, it's up for the AA, Michelle. That's the attitude adjustment. Well, I guess it's an FU at this point, right?
I don't know if they're full PG yet.
No.
What? What'd you just say?
John Cena's finisher used to be called the FU, and then they went full PG, and he had to change it to the attitude adjustment, the AA.
It was just called FU. Like, they never said what the F meant,
So
but they still felt the need to change it. Even though Ultimate Sherry was blowing a dude.
17 years
He was
apart.
feuding with Brock Lesnar at the time. Brock Lesnar was finished with the F5.
Yeah.
So he said, mine's the FU.
That's also
back when he was a rapper. Remember the rapping days?
17 years apart from the 1991, so it's a little different.
Is it, though? Yeah, because that 9-year-old kid who was behind them grew up, and he was like, we can't let this happen. We can't let this happen to another generation
they
of
keep
children.
switching back finisher setups. Oh, he almost yoked. He almost
Out of there.
He almost.
I called it that John
You
Cena was
did.
going to win before anybody entered the ring. I want that to be known.
Yep.
He almost threw Hunter out on the pickup in the middle of the ring there.
Yeah, dude.
He that's crazy.
That's the Cena.
There it is. So who's champ at this time? What does Cena do at Mania?
So the champ at this time, Mania
I did see that Jeff
24?
Hardy and Randy Orton are going to have a match in this
I
ring.
think he might wrestle Orton.
Oh, Orton defeated Jeff Hardy for the WWE Championship. Yeah, so.
Don't be too
Orton.
impressed. It said it in the description
Oh,
earlier.
Oh, that's funny.
I was like, holy fuck, Michelle's a genius.
I memorized all of wrestling. No, it just said it before when you were going into this Royal Rumble. It said Jeff Hardy battles Randy Orton for the title.
So the Mania has a battle royal at the beginning. Oh yeah, it is. It's not even the main event though.
No, that's Flair, Shawn.
No. Main event's Undertaker Edge.
Okay.
For the heavyweight championship. Money Mayweather Big Show is sub main, and Orton defeating Triple H and John Cena is the match for whatever reason. But yes, Shawn Michaels Ric Flair is also on this show, but that is 6th.
I like that this guy in the background that is like in the audience was super into this John Cena thing, but was also on his cell phone. So he's like talking on his phone, but also super into it. I'm into it, but not enough to end my conversation.
It is weird that Triple H weasels himself into the main event at Mania. Well, not the main event, but into the match at Mania.
Is it weird, though? Is it weird?
No.
By now, he's married the...
Well, no, it's not
What's-her-face?
weird knowing what we know. It's just weird from a storyline perspective that Hunter would find a way to weasel himself back in.
That man wanted to be a superstar so much he weaseled his way into Vince McMahon's family.
Triple H?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Reign of Terror was a real thing. But all right, well that's it. There's the logo markets. We're
it.
out.
Oh, Michelle.
It's over.
All right.
So your thoughts on the 2008 Royal Rumble?
I knew John Cena was going to win as soon as I knew the year. I think I said it last week that John Cena would win.
Proud of you.
What so out of the 4 you watched this year, What are we?
What was your favorite?
What's your favorite?
What did we watch? We watched 1991,
2003,
2003,
2018 women's, and 2008.
2018 women's was my favorite.
Yeah.
And then this was my second favorite, and 2003 was my third favorite.
You really didn't like that 91?
I don't know any of the people. I just felt like a lot of big beefy dudes ran in there, and I didn't know them. Whereas, like in this one, there was a lot of people I could hate on.
So I knew you would know a lot of people.
Yeah,
I did know a lot of people.
What is this? Is this ruthless aggression?
2008. Kind of tail end of that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really ruthless aggression anymore.
Okay, so. But it's not. It's pre-PG. It's not attitude.
Yeah, it's like that weird middle ground of ruthless aggression PG era.
So
those words mean a lot to Michelle.
I don't know anything of what you're saying. It just sounds like a lot of weird boy bands that nobody listened to. Ruthless aggression. Yeah. What band are you in? I'm in Ruthless Aggression.
You fucking rip.
Yeah.
All right. Well. So
our hit song is "I Want to Love You."
Till the break of dawn.
So
body.
This is going to drop on the 25th. If you're listening to this,
that's what day today is.
Which is 2 days before.
It's real, just like wrestling.
Well, we're recording this. I guess the day because technically Friday. So a day before this year's Rumble is when this is going to drop.
Yeah.
Do you have any prediction
for this year?
For the 2024 Royal Rumble.
So it's funny because I'm so far removed from like anything that's happening in WWE.
Yeah.
It would be stupid of them not to use CM Punk in some way, but he is way too old to like win the Royal Rumble, but he should be the one who gets eliminated second to last. But he's like 50 now, right?
I think he's close. There's a little caveat. I think they were saying Rollins got hurt on Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Against Jinder.
Oh, no.
So who knows?
I don't know who those people are.
So there's 2 world champions that people can challenge for.
Okay.
Roman has one. Seth Rollins has the other, unless he's hurt. But we'll say till we get confirmation, which we may know by the time this airs. But whatever.
So they'd be.
So you get to pick
one of those.
You get to pick your challenger. Yes.
Okay.
So
somebody is going to win, and then they're going to challenge Roman Reigns.
Yes.
If it's Cody, he's challenging Reigns. If it's Punk, he's challenging Rollins.
If Cody Rhodes wins again this year, that would be really disappointing.
It's going to be Punk.
I would think it would be CM
It's going to Punk to challenge for the bullshit dumb title.
The best
Cody's going to win Elimination Chamber to challenge Roman.
The best way to Punk AEW is for it to be CM Punk. So, and that's what WWE
that's not
seems
true,
to be kind of into right now.
But what if The Rock wins?
That's true. It could be Rock versus
They could
Roman.
put Rock in it because Rock Roman's happening at Mania.
Yeah.
They're not letting Cody finish his story.
That's true.
So The Rock could win.
The Rock?
Mm-hmm. I don't think Rock should be in the Rumble.
I mean, if CM Punk is 50, The Rock is 60.
Yeah, Rock's not going to be in the Rumble.
No, you don't think so? No. How are they going to get him to face Roman at the fucking Mania then?
He's going to show up and say, hey.
Oh, that's true.
Me at Mania.
He's going to be like, can you smell what I'm cooking or whatever he says?
Yeah, there we go.
Do you know what I'm cooking?
You smell, do you understand what I'm cooking, sir?
How many people have won back-to-back
Or my
Rumbles?
wrestling talk. What should I cook tonight?
Huckster.
Yeah, Austin. That might be it. I don't know.
Yeah, Cody's got a good shot of winning the Rumble.
Oh, I think HBK.
Especially if Rollins is hurt, they might not have to put that strap. They can, if Rollins is hurt, they can get that belt on Punk now and have Punk defend it at Mania in the main event.
Could be.
I've lost track of what you're talking
That's fine.
about. Yeah,
I'm sorry. We went too far into current wrestling.
Yeah.
But Michelle, thank you for doing this again this year.
You're the best ever. Thank you so much.
4 in a row. You said that you wanted to keep going, but we're stopping you because we want to keep it special.
I'm just gonna go out right now. I'm gonna say to everybody for listening, I'm sorry that you have to listen to me.
No, enough.
Yeah, it's terrible.
No.
I don't.
Joe Sposto loves it when people apologize on podcasts.
Well, I'm apologizing right now. I'm sorry you have to listen to me talk about wrestling. I'm not sorry that I hate wrestling. Yeah, but I did have fun. This was fun.
You're the best ever.
So
best in the world.
Stay tuned. Maybe we'll watch something other than Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Every now and then.
The Royal Rumble teasing a
but not a
return.
lot. not so much that I hate it.
Well,
you love wrestling.
No promises.
Just like every now and then.
You're the best, Michelle.
Yes,
Seriously,
thanks for listening, everybody. Yeah, we'll be back next week. Maybe with the Royal Rumbler again, talking about the new Rumble, but not a watch along.
Yeah.
So tune in next week and see what happens. See if we can convince Michelle to come back one more time.
Let's go. Thank you, Michelle.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Oh no, it's Judy Snuka.